last. Right here, joining us at the caster's desk. My name is Leo.
I am Shimba with the one for an eye.
And I am Nomad. Let's get it on. This is going to be a hard-fought fight, man. ArkAngel and the Sunsparks, tough fight. Big fight.
Ridiculous. No pulls, no pulling of punches here at all, because I believe that ArkAngel still make it back. And as the returning champions, they just have to. It's just the way things are.
It's been a tough season for ArkAngel. I'm not going to lie about that. It's a very, very good season for Sunsparks. There's no doubt about that. Who wants it more, though?
It's who wants it more? Yeah, that's the question here. Of course, actually my best guess would be Sunsparks if you want to go for the answer. Because if ArkAngel wants it more, being the champion, they shouldn't be in this spot.
Yeah, not at all.
Not at all, right?
And which makes me wonder what went down.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I mean, we can always...
They're very strong back in Season 3.
Very, very strong. And they... Correct me if I'm wrong, they did not drop a single match in the playoffs last season.
Yeah.
Not a single match. And it only dawned upon us when we were watching the grand finals and we were like, this is the first time they're ever losing. It's in this best of 5. So now, looking at Season 4, the past few weeks, ladies and gentlemen, it has come to this. It's do or die for them here, and even if they do take it 2-1 or 2-0, it's still up in the air. We're not sure what's going to happen. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it's ArkAngel versus Sunsparks. Story of the day, ArkAngel needs this win. Sunsparks, they're sitting pretty in the upper bracket.
Yeah,
they are.
Just for an update on the score, we'll be seeing the scores later on, is that if ArkAngel, though, secures a 2-0 on this one, for some reason, it will disrupt a lot of things.
Yeah.
If ArkAngel secures a 2-0 on this one, they will be in tie with Evos at number 7, and that would put Evos automatically down at number 8. And also with Cignal, even if they're able to secure a 2-0 on their next match, it won't matter. It won't matter. So automatically, the one that will be eliminated here would be Evos and Cignal. That is if ArkAngel finishes the series at 2-0.
Crazy.
Crazy.
So
Crazy
the
score.
math really is against our teams here, and really, it's just hard to lose. Again, just like the last match, every single moment, every single pick is going to matter. More so here than before, especially for ArkAngel. We were talking about how Bren is okay in the lower bracket.
Yeah.
The last match was their chance to maybe secure an upper bracket entry, but right here, right now, ArkAngel is in dire straits.
And the interesting part there is that this is the first playoffs that Bren will be playing starting from a lower bracket.
And I just want to add, though, if anything, this is not new territory for ArkAngel. Last season, 2 seasons ago,
Yes, Season 2.
they were in a very bad spot going into the playoffs, but they managed to be the Season 3 champions. So, if anything, this is familiar territory. But what I'm saying here now is that this is going to be a completely new thing, because they got used to winning all the time, that now they're facing elimination from the playoffs. What's going to be the mindset here of Coach Panda and the team?
It feels like the champion's curse, and I keep up with Panda. He's an awesome guy, one of the best people, Mobile Legends I know, and it just frustrates him to death that they are experiencing the champion's curse. And it's not like he's blaming the team, right? You can't do that. Instead, he feels it alongside them. And the only thing he can do is really just do their best, reel them in, and we'll see if it's sunken in right here, right now.
And like we mentioned in the panel yesterday, we have to give some slack for Coach Panda. He has a lot on his table right now.
Yeah.
He's also coaching the national team right now for Mobile Legends, and that is composed of 3 teams, right?
Yep.
Or 4, if I'm not
They
mistaken.
have to create a super team.
Yeah,
him and Coach Mitch.
Yeah, that's a lot of responsibility for that guy. Not so sure about that. Actually, if you look at Coach Pan right now, he looks really, really tired compared to the Season 3 where he can easily claim that we're going to be champion.
Yeah, he was so focused.
Yeah, so focused. Was so focused. And that's the problem. There's just a lot of things going on right now for Mobile Legends. As we mentioned earlier on our Series 1, we still get this M1 rolling, right?
Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, in case you're not aware, we have been told that the grand finalists of this season's playoffs are automatically invited to M1. That is Mobile Legends' very first World's Championship.
That's all gonna happen in November.
In Malaysia.
And that's gonna be almost 2 months of practice for the top 2 teams. But I kind of want to look as to what the look is right now for the rest of the teams that we're playing with right now. We're going to witness here.
So here we go. We got the screen here for the regular season group ranking week 6. Once again, if ArkAngel secures the 2-0 here, they're going to be going at +2 here instead of the -6 ranking that easily puts them up to number 8 position, and EVOS will drop against Cignal Ultra. Again, EVOS is watching right now with all their games played. The problem is, really, you see here in number 7, that's the big difference right now.
So scary.
That's the big difference right now in terms of scoring compared to the other seasons. You're just watching, you think you're safe in number 7, and just after one match, you see yourself at number 8.
And you know what sucks about this, Shinbu, is they have nothing to do about it. They cannot. They're just watching and just hoping for the best.
Yes.
They've already done their matches yesterday, and today it's really up to these teams. Sunsparks, ArkAngel, Bren, Ownage, Cignal, and SGD. That's all that's going to matter right here, right now.
Yeah.
So, again, I'm feeling for the folks over at EVOS-PH. They fought very well, and I was hoping that this would be their season. But even right here, right now, they're in jeopardy.
Yeah, they're in jeopardy. Now let's go to the matchup. All right, Sunsparks and ArkAngel.
Right here, right now.
Right here, right now. So the thing here is that it is a big fit. Considering the whole Season 4, it is a big fit for ArkAngel to actually defeat Sunsparks. Again, Sunsparks is only defeated by execution, if I'm not mistaken.
Just by execution.
Just by execution. Even Ownage was lost to Sunsparks.
2-0 even.
2-0 even. 2-0 even. But that was a close game.
Very close.
Close game 1, then game 2, it got one-sided quick. So there is that. Anyway, let's check first onto the side of ArkAngel eSports.
Yeah, we got Jeff Kitty Forever, Rio, Lusty, J, Kilowatt, and E2Max. The familiar faces, the grand champion faces, but if you look at their faces right now, they're not as confident as before.
No, what's crazy about ArkAngel is we go back Season 3, champs, yeah?
Yeah, Season 3.
Yeah.
You go champ mode. You go Season 3, hungry.
Yes.
ArkAngel mode.
Very, very. And you go before that, members of the squad look so different, right? Also, once known as ArkAngel Wicked Minds before that.
Yes.
So many people have shuffled in and out of ArkAngel, but today, it seems like even they don't know who they are. And that's crazy. That's so hard to take from our previous champions. And looking at their performance in this season, I'm wondering if it really is just a champion's curse, or it really is the stress that they've undergone because of everything happening in Mobile Legends esports in the Philippines and in the world today. What do you think it is, though, man? It seems like you have a thought.
It feels like it's the stress going into this, because during the regular season, they haven't been really showing up, which is something that we don't expect. Past couple of seasons, we've seen Bren eSports bring the pain, Cignal bring the pain, even Execration, who's been consistently fighting for the top spot, brings the pain, and they are completely bringing the pain. But now we're seeing the defending champions at the risk of elimination. I can't stress that enough. This is a completely different storyline. We're so used to seeing people at the top stay at the top, not at the bottom.
Yeah. And, well, there's always stress. There's always stress. But to specify that stress, what is happening right now for ArkAngel, they've been through a lot since Season 3. Again, becoming a champion of Season 3 for them, yes, there's all the hype going on around with it, but it's not an easy bit for them. It's not an easy bit for them. It was very hard. It was very hard, especially they're facing Bren, especially they're facing the likes of Cignal as well, right? And I think EVOS as well.
Yes.
To the semifinals, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and what's crazy about their grand finals match was they went 5 games against Bren.
Yes, that was a 5-game. That was a 5-game finals. That was the first 5-game finals against Bren.
So
now,
everyone at Le Pavilion had fun. It was a long ride.
Greatest games, hashtag greatest
That was
games.
the first time we've ever had 5 games in the
5
grand
games
finals.
in the grand finals. Anyway, let's have a quick review first of Sunsparks here. You got the Flash of Fusiken, Kiel, VJ, Renjo as well, JP, and SK Flex.
I talked to Mitch earlier from eSports,
Yes.
right? And these boys were once under her, under the banner of No Limit.
Yes,
yeah?
yes.
And she told me that this matchup is a little more special because JP here was once in the same squad as these fellas, or some of them, in ArkAngel. So they know them quite a lot. And JP, very close with Coach Panda.
Yes.
So there is a lot of just, connection, history. There's a relationship that they're working on here. And more than just what we're facing right here in Season 4 is that whole, all of that baggage.
Yeah, and again, Sunsparks is going to be entering this match very, very confident. Compared to ArkAngel, I'm not so sure if they came up or was able to cope up from the previous pressure that happened over the past season. Remember, as I was pointing out earlier, they've experienced so much. Not just the finals, not just the best of 5 finals. They also fought for the MSC 2019, right? That was a big heartbreak there. I find the MSC as for the Tagalog word, umay for them because on their they were almost going into a finals, then to semi-finals, right? To one of the teams in Indonesia. If I'm Luver. So that's a problem, and again that game was concluded with their with a momentum for game 1 with ArkAngel. Then a pause came in.
A big pause.
A big pause came in. And, you know, things went south.
Totally killed it. Totally killed it.
And ArkAngel was playing from the lower bracket. Clearly, they gave it their all. The whole country was watching. I was watching for them. We got 2 representatives there. We got Bren, we got ArkAngel.
The world was watching.
The world was watching.
Before the M1, MSC was the biggest.
Yeah, MSC was the biggest. So ArkAngel was familiar on the idea of the whole country supporting you, watching from you, and failing them. Not so sure if that is the thing, if that failure still sticks on to them. But again, like Butters keep on saying, whenever you approach failure, because Butters is a failure, you need to you need to reset. You need to reset a lot.
The reset.
You need to reset a lot and just forget about it. Because right now, bigger things are coming. You get the M1.
Yeah, the reset is something that's super important.
Yeah.
I guess this begs to ask the question, though. Will ArkAngel disappoint the fans again?
I hope they don't, because I'm a big ArkAngel fan. I love the guys. I love Panda. And I love the team. I like the idea. I like the principles that they're fighting for. And looking at the tail of the tape here, Lusty versus Fuzakin, one of the most explosive tanks in the game. I don't know how Lusty does what he does. And Fuzakin, on the other hand, was once under Panda as well, I believe.
Yes.
So, again, there's
former teammates.
Yeah, stories being told left and right here. And this tail of the tape alone is something that you can watch. So, in the rotations wherein it's Fuzakin versus Lusty, I believe that's already something you could just feast upon.
And the crazy part here is Lusty is, not Lusty. I think Lusty is one of the best tanks in Southeast Asia. Back then, I'm not so sure right now. Of course, the meta is changing. I mean, you have to keep up. But right now, I'm very clear. I can back my money on it. Fuzakin is the best Akai in the Philippines.
That's a debate.
You're comparing it with EJ?
No, I'm comparing it to Chaco, actually.
Oh, yeah, I'd still go for Fuzakin.
I'd even go for Jay.
Yeah.
I like Jay better.
Because there's balance on Fuzakin. There's balance on Fuzakin compared to Chaknu, who's always from behind. That's always behind the back. Like, that's an easy to read play style.
He's a support tank, so to speak.
Chaco, very aggressive. Like Lusty. Lusty is also a scary tank.
Lusty is a scary tank. Yeah, especially when you're doing Lord.
Oh, yeah.
And Lusty is around.
Be afraid.
You be afraid. For some reason, he has the most count of Lord steals just by using Grok.
Does that Grok have a retribution? What's going on? Right? Ridiculous. But then again, that is just the tail of the tape, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little hint as to who you should be watching for. But then again, both of these teams, top caliber. Once again, you're watching ArkAngel versus Sunsparks. Let's talk about predictions real quick. Without the draft, without even looking at the numbers, who do you give this to? And if you have a score, what would it be? Nomad, what's your say?
I like flying with the wings. I'm going to go ArkAngel here. I'm not sure about the scoreline. This might be a very, very tough match for them. We might see a 2-1. Hopefully, the ArkAngel fanboy inside me would see a 2-0.
Okay.
I really want to gamble. I really want to gamble. These Sunsparks we're speaking of, they're very, very strong. I'm not so sure if Coach Panda was able to fix the ArkAngel problem overnight. Just from yesterday, I'd go 2-1 at best for Sunsparks.
Oh, for Sunsparks?
Yeah, I just go for Sunsparks.
So that's a smart man. That's a smart man. That's a smart man.
I really want to vote for ArkAngel. I'm very close to them.
Yeah,
you know
my
me.
heart as well.
I'm very close to ArkAngel.
They're so lovable.
Like, even without ArkAngel already, like a part of ArkAngel as well. So, I think it would go to Sunsparks.
Yeah, that's what sucks. And the smart man in me. But the betting man says Sunsparks. But my heart goes out to ArkAngel. Here we go. Game 1, ladies and gentlemen. We are now currently in the draft. It's ArkAngel on the play. Sunsparks responding. Taken out is the Cho and the Kimmy. Really respecting the meta here. And they don't want to deal with no, Swiss Army knife Cho. So Sunsparks responding with that X-Borg and Harry. Safe.
Yeah, safe, ladies and gentlemen. That leaves Tesla open and also Esmeralda. Ladies and gentlemen, look at how Jay is actually bluffing like joking around and fooling around, saying, "Oh my God, Esmeralda! I think they predicted this." I think look at how confident as well ArkAngel is smiling.
This is different from the ArkAngel we saw
That
yesterday.
we saw yesterday. And normally, they should be frowning, but it's look like they're like grinning in front of that.
Yeah, no, and I think that's the
Smiling.
key.
Like
Come at me. Come at me, bro.
I
Come
think we spoke to a few members of Ownage like a few weeks ago, and they said the reason how they got back into this league is because they started to enjoy themselves again. They started to have fun. So I think ArkAngel is on the right track.
Okay, let's see here. So on the draft, is it on the right track? We got the Esmeralda, we got the Grok and the carry. That is a very early carry, but that's still totally understandable. Carry could go on the range of the second rotation pick and also third rotation pick.
Yeah.
Cushion here is landed onto JP. Doesn't want to waste that one to be given away for Rio onto the other side. There is that as well. Kufra. Both of these two teams are not reacting from each other. They just want to secure whatever is left on the
They're
table.
playing their game.
Yeah, playing their game.
It's time to play the game.
I really like how Sunsparks picked up the Rio, and they were. I mean, sorry, the Gushen, because I was gonna say that's the championship winning Gushen.
Yeah,
right?
Oh yeah.
That's the game 5, season 3 Gushen for Rio.
So very respectful here, Sunsparks. Even if ArkAngel has been down on their luck, Sunsparks recognizes that.
Yeah.
And this is them being a little wiser. As I mentioned, they were once under the No Limit banner. They were in the playoffs last season. But even if they were the team that everyone was afraid to face, they still needed a lot of experience.
Yeah.
They needed a lot of wisdom.
They need a lot of wisdom. Look at that. Everyone is now reacting from the core strength of these two teams. They gave up the Grok for Lusty, but they didn't give out the Kaja on Jay, and also ArkAngel banning the Akai on Fusaken.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion though, I kind of like this lineup from ArkAngel.
Yes.
No, well, is it just me because I like the Guinevere? I love the Guinevere.
Yeah, yes. The ArkAngel composition is good. It's Rio is very familiar with the Guinevere. Sometimes you just get too aggressive on that one.
Because they don't jump out.
Yeah, remember the
Yeah.
isang one-hit moment when he tried to really finish the game against Execution was really ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes he would just go in for no reason as well. The surprise jump even has, it's not just the enemy that's taken by surprise. The
Even the
teammates,
casters.
even the casters, even the whole audience, even the whole league. But the Minotaur is good. I was expecting the Minotaur pick, especially on JP's Cushion. You really need to respect JP. I feel like JP never had a bad game on Cushion.
Yeah, kind of like how Wise never had a bad game with Gushen as well.
Yeah.
It's like JP has been consistently good on Gushen. If I'm not mistaken, he's sitting at a 60, 70-ish win rate on the Gushen.
Okay.
Or wait, no, 70 to 80.
Okay.
win rate.
I am happy and I respect that. I agree with you because I remember the Sunsparks versus Ownage Gushen on JP.
Uh-huh.
And it's the Gushen that literally waited in the bush, even if he was up against 4 members. And all he did was he had to wait for either for Fusaken or Rafflesia to come. And he wiped them.
Yep.
That was for the game to win. And again, going into this lineup, we did mention we like the ArkAngel team here. We like their heroes. But Shinbo, what do you think? Now that we have the 5v5 here.
Now we have the
what's your
5v5. I'm gonna be shifting my vote to ArkAngel.
Ooh.
There's a word for you in the Philippines. Street. You're called Bangbang.
Yes.
What is it? Which pick really
I love
bought
the
it for
trap.
you? Which pick bought it for you?
It's actually the stable next of the lineup. Like these are very, very familiar picks for them.
Yeah.
It's what they are known for. Though Kiluwas is known for the Leomord and Thaps offlane, but during the heydays of Esmeralda, he was also really good with Esmeralda.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, so you're saying ArkAngel. How about you?
I'm still saying
ArkAngel.
ArkAngel.
All right.
I like the composition.
3-0 ArkAngel, ladies and gentlemen. This is game 1 in a best of 3.
I find the Kaja pick weak as well. I don't think
Right
Fusaken
now.
is as effective as an Akaja compared to an Akai.
Yeah, I see. All right, so let's get into it. Let's introduce our players. Gentlemen, take it away.
ArkAngel, we got Lusty on that Grok, Rio on that Ginny Bird, Jeff Cutie Forever on that Carry, Jay on that Minotaur, and Kilowash on that Esmeralda.
Ladies and gentlemen, all right, so we got a boss there. All right, I think something needs to be fixed onto the side of Sunsparks. So that is on Sunsparks' side. We just need to wait out for that one as we continue for the hero rundown. But again, I just want to expound my point there.
Yeah, why?
On,
Why the switch? Yeah.
Why the switch? It's again on Fusaken onto the Kaja. I find Kaja are very, very. Take note of the two varies here. Few successful Kajas right now on the season 4. Kaja is weaker. I'm not so sure why. It's probably because there are very little assassins here. There are very little squishy heroes right now. And it's a bit of a stretch to really tag the backline, marksman or mages, just because fighters right now are very strong.
Yeah, the fighter meta really started to kick off once again.
Yep.
Last time we saw that was during Season 2, but then again, that was the Assassins coming out as well.
Yes, you would want to think twice when you want to re-engage. Anyway, alright, I think we can get back into the game, ladies and gentlemen. And this game is decided for what? 2 falls, ladies and gentlemen. We got Sunsparks on the right side. Second here, Andre Cadro Renzo on this Ranger. Reflection and Kufra. Well, it's very strong on that one. JP as well in the Gushan. And KLVJ on that is
They are invading, and ArkAngel not able to respond.
They need to be careful though on Reflection scope right here. Huh? Now you got a rotating party coming in from the Sunspark squad. Fade partnered here with the Kaja and also the Gushan, a classic tandem as well with KLVJ. 10 seconds onto the turtle. This is very interesting. Normally Sunsparks would be trying to go for a cut at this point in time. Now they're playing this one a bit more safe.
Yeah. Interesting too that Fusaken did not opt to get the mask so that he could immediately go to level 4 so that he can be able to secure Divine Judgment. That's going to be a 1-for-1 trade over the top lane. Kind of overcommitted there inside the turret range.
Oh wow, Reggie didn't back out.
Might actually pay the price for that.
Okay, nice batting there. He wants to go for a bait boost again onto the side, and of course, Losty going to be going down.
Losty taking a lot of damage there. I'm pretty sure he went for the early engage, but again, I don't think he expected to see 3 members of Sunsparks there.
Well, it should be, because whenever you try to go for an engage and you don't see anyone in the map, they're on your lane, most likely. Again, think about Mobile Legends compared to other MOBA. The map is very small, so backing up is very easy as well. Nice job there coming from La Flecha, checking in the carry, and now it finishes up with a 4-man Fury coming in from Jay, but the damage is not there.
That was... that's going to be the Falling Star, and the penalty zone committed by KLVJ to just stop the momentum from coming in. Reflection is going to be able to make it out alive, and that's going to be the Guardian Barrier not catching anybody off. But I was just about to say, what ArkAngel needs to do here is take the reins away from Sunsparks, but that doesn't seem to be the case. It's Sunsparks controlling the game for them.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. They have to do more engages like that earlier, just you saw, right?
Yeah, and they need to prevent those kind of face checks as well, done in by Lasty over the top lane. Now Rio as well with this kind of jumps, that is very risky, was able to spatial migrate out, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, that is also was securing the kill against JP. KLVJ, an easy counter here done in by Jeff Cutie Forever. Carry Reflection to the side, casting the jump, was able to get on the carry. Reflection with a bouncing ball, re-engaged by KLVJ. Reflection is a god, you know.
Oh, but he is going to have to pay the price here. It is going to be Rio and Lusty double teaming him, taking him down. But up top, they did not see Renzio going on a date with Fate, taking out that tower easy by himself.
Reflection very good on the guess, right? Up to the padding of the carry, really guessed right when the carry decided to hide for the mid lane side rush. 4-4 into our score. A 2K goal lead here by Sunsparks. But the budding lead here, I think, is of the third push up top.
That's going to be the top lane jungle completely open, giving Sunsparks a lot of room to work with, especially with stealing economy away from ArkAngel. That's something that ArkAngel badly needs, because they need Kilowatt to go online. They need Jeff Cutie Forever to go online, as well as Rio. I guess that's where the problem lies here. He had 3 damage dealers that needs money.
Oh yeah, of course. You have to consider those kind of lineups. Like we might say a greedy lineup, but actually, again, the running or oldest meta for Mobile Legends would be a 3-core setup still. That's still workable, especially with the massive mechanic available right now. But again, they really need to watch out for a flash initiate. Really need to count on those cooldowns, especially when Reflesh's first kill is off cooldown or on cooldown. Still, that's another problem. Sunsparks will continue their tempo as they take the second outer turret of this game.
Oh, here comes Reflection once more with the Tyrant's Revenge. He does miss. Here comes Jay charging up his rage. And JP just throwing out these knives and coming in with the ball. Isboo's again, securing Jeff Cutie Forever for the kill. Jay already in the mood here. He wants to be able to pull out. There's another Revenge by Reflection, hitting nothing but air.
And what you can just feel here is the nerf as well on the Minotaur. Minotaur right now has longer cooldowns on his Minoan Fury by the early game compared to the late game. And that's the problem. Jay didn't have the Minoan Fury when it mattered, especially when Sunsparks is poking them down in the mid lane side. And you can easily see that 4-5, ladies and gentlemen. A jump there by Rio could be completely killed onto the Flecha, but we do know how durable this Cupra is.
Yep, and the bouncing ball helped with the escape, and he is gonna live another day.
If anything, the win condition I'm seeing here for ArkAngel is they need to go in the last 11 minutes without giving away kills, without giving away turret pushes.
Yes.
Because if anything, Rio and Kilowatt's combination will catch Sunsparks off guard. Don't get me wrong, But they need Jeff Cutie forever as well. He's a primary damage dealer. He's a DPS here.
Yeah, but the problem here is the one with the most deaths in their composition is Jeff as well. 0-3-1.
That's
0-3-2 on this guy.
And that's not going to be fighting well. And that's going to be the penalties that are committed by Kim&Joben, catching Kilowash and Lusty. And Jay's going to fall down without even casting the Minoan Fury. Those are the kills that ArkAngel does not need to give away.
Ooh, Jeff Cutie forever by himself. Lusty not in any terms to defend. Rio looking really low as well. Taken out by a point blank. Rendio blast to the face.
And Kiluas
as well. Missing the spear on Rafflesia. He is going to go down here. Not without taking Lusty out as well. Jeff Cutie forever on revenge mode. But he does face JP and Renzio's full wrath. It's 3-4-1 in favor of Sunsparks.
And also an 8,000 gold lead here for the bag of the Sunsparks squad. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only just Kiluwas who has no that here for the composition of ArkAngel. But even Kiluwas is playing this too safe. He does know that he cannot duel up anyone, as he knows that Rio would need to take some item in before he can complete the duel. Rio's been meant for this game. The figure in and also a Divine Judgment should easily do the work here in checking the mage of ArkAngel.
Here's what's hard for ArkAngel's lineup. If Jay does not get the Minoan Fury in, they have no hard locks.
No hard locks.
It's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Everything here that they do, let's say Frost Moon, Jeff Cutie Forever's Barrages, Rio's Thumps. I mean, sure, if you get the full combo off, but that's a risk in itself. And you're risking Fuzaken pulling you in.
And ArkAngel's scores are starved already at this point in the game. That's too much guys.
Oh!
So hard, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you see that? I think Jay got pulled in by Fuzaken.
They're
And he
getting
did not care.
massacred. Yeah. They're getting massacred here one by one as they try to set foot in with even under turret, ladies and gentlemen. They just need to actually wait out the ultimate coming in from Fuzaken, Sunspark that is, and also the Flash can easily make his own play. JP here, going for the backline time. No need for the backup. Rio though waiting for him.
Penalty zone. Being locked in here by Kiel VJ. He is fighting back. It's Kilowash versus Kiel. 1v1 in the forest. They are going to have to disengage. Not very smart. Renzio raining down the Sonatas. He is going to have to push back Rio. Rio not in any form to fight. And he's instead going to steal this buff.
Man, this is heartbreaking to watch for ArkAngel.
Yeah,
they have a good composition, don't get me wrong. It's just that Sunsparks' early game aggression just forced Rio, Jeff Cutie Forever, and Kilowatt in a bad spot, not allowing them to... Actually, that was a good two-man Tyrant's Rage.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a follow-up kill onto Jay as well.
It's still Sunsparks tempo, that's the thing here. Renzo with the Rhapsody, ladies and gentlemen. You know, making it thicker for Sunsparks to go for their lead. 10,000, 11K. Rondoing in almost.
Wow, that's an aggro rondo.
That was an aggro rondo, actually, just to make sure that he can or might be able to get that kill. Let's still look at the item checks here. 8-minute mark, and ArkAngel struggles to get the first score items. Oh.
They are down 11K.
Down 11K.
That's crazy. This is going to be a hard-fought match for ArkAngel. How can they get back? Yeah, Jeff Cutie needs to stop dying with the pull onto Jeff Cutie forever. Renzio pulling the trigger, ending Jeff's life here. He is going to have to call this off. Rio looking really low as well. Everybody's backing off. Jay is backing off. Rio's dropping. Penalty zone onto Jay. He is going to have to flicker out to survive. Renzio just behind the turret, not caring. It looks like they're going to go for the Courier and call it game one.
That is a total massacre. They're down in by the Sunspark squad as expected here. Sunspark totally outclassing ArkAngel. There are no minion waves pushing here for the bottom lane that buys enough time for ArkAngel to survive. But again, blood is not stopping out from the wound here of ArkAngel.
It's flowing. It's
flowing, man.
It's a fountain right now.
Yep.
I could have sworn that they were going to go for the core. It almost felt like that because they were 4 down.
Yeah.
Should have been a core, but you know, this is not a window that ArkAngel has. Yeah, sure, Sunsparks is going to be backing off, they're going to go for the Lord. All the lanes are completely shoved to the side of ArkAngel that they can't even push out. Once they push out, we got Kill VJ and JP able to burst out even Minotaur. Even Grok.
Fuzaken doesn't care. He'll pull the Minotaur. It's fine. It's okay. It's that bad.
Fuzaken knows his combo. You just go for the Shadow Mask, flicker in, and of course dash out. Ladies and gentlemen, JP here will be more and more aggressive as the Winter Transition is set in for this Gusion.
Not to mention Renzio picking up the Malefic Roar. So that means they're going to go full on objectives mode
Objectives, alright. He just wants to finish this game.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to give anything against ArkAngel.
Oh, this is it, I think. After this turret, that's it.
That's
this is how all games have ended today.
Yeah.
3 lane pushes.
Yep.
3 lane pushes. We will see, guys. I have no idea how ArkAngel can come back from this.
Oh.
Not even a chance to go for the Minoan Fury.
Cow just got slaughtered there. JP Looks like he's gonna have to survive here. Cruncher popped in. He is gonna
That's
bite
it.
the dust.
Yeah.
And they wipe them almost.
They're almost.
2 members left, but it's not gonna be enough. Lord has been called, knocking down this score. It's GG. Sunsparks takes game 1.
Congratulations to Sunsparks, ladies and giants. Just one more game away in taking the series against ArkAngel.
And that just puts ArkAngel in a bad spot in terms of rankings.
We all said ArkAngel, right? We all wanted that lineup to win.
That
Where did it go wrong?
On paper, the lineup should have won. On paper.
Yeah, the lineup was good. Really, but the problem there is that Rio got caught very early into the game. He lost his lane. I think all lanes lost.
All lanes lost.
And he
All lanes
had a
lost.
few questionable dives once more.
Yes.
Again, that's
The Guinevere.
that's the Rio Guinevere.
There, that's the first blood.
Expected.
You get the first blood there.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's the
Lusty
face check.
Yeah.
Oh my.
But I want you guys to pay attention to the map, though, in game number 2, because you'll see Sunsparks just going in for the rotations that mattered the most. As long as they are able to secure the objectives, they should be, or secure the kills, they will convert that into objectives.
Also, even in Reflection, even in the target spot, he was able to bag in Jeff Cutie forever.
Yeah, he knew.
Especially with Jeff, he knew where Jeff Cutie forever will be diving. Again, I do feel that one of the most threatening players on Kufra, if not Honda, that would be Reflection.
And again, you see here how lethal
Really gonna duel up by that moment. By that time, Sunsparks already.
they are gonna hop up to number 1.
They're gonna hop
because
up to number
Ownage
1.
does not have any matches
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, they're gonna hop up to number 1.
Wow.
Vancouver. I know
Game
you're
2.
going to ask me the adjustment. Vancouver.
You think?
Yeah. Vancouver opened up the Harit, opened up a lot of things. You could just go back to Jeff Cuties forever, Lunox, and even Claude.
Yeah,
Right? Open
I
up
like
a lot
that.
of things. I think start open up a lot of things. Let's gamble for it.
I don't know. You guys said that the Kaja was not very good anymore. I think Fusakin proved y'all wrong. Right?
He said it.
Fusakin's Kaja was pretty good here.
Yeah.
I liked it. It made sure that their lead was their lead.
Yeah.
I like the Shadow Mask timing as well, because with the Shadow Mask, sure, you can still see the silhouette of the
It's
of the
very
hero,
hard.
It's
but
untargetable.
it's only if you pay attention. But I've seen Fusakin. I saw Fusakin earlier on go for the Shadow Mask as soon as a lot of things are happening on the screen, and he was able to go for the Divine Judgment over in the bottom lane. Bottom lane, tier 3 turret.
When he had no business doing so.
Yeah.
No business
Yeah.
doing so.
A lot of people are commenting that the Shadow Mask is not true invisibility. It's
Yeah.
like cloaking. But there's a lot of merit into it, I think.
There
Yeah,
is.
there's a lot.
It's gonna be hard to look at that white shadow-ish outline when there are a lot of spells happening at the same time.
And given the little windows of time you can react to things in Mobile Legends, that's a significant advantage. So again, that Sunsparks taking it about 11-12 minutes in against ArkAngel. And yeah, ArkAngel, Nomad called it, has to ban out Kufra.
Has to ban out.
Raflisha on that Kufra
I
is
think so.
lethal. You think it's a ban 1 or like in the second phase?
You could go even for second phase as long as it is banned. As long as it is not in the hands of Raflisha. I was declaring earlier that Fusakin is more effective on Akai against Kaja. I still believe so.
Yeah.
But Kufra, you also need to ban that Kufra.
Yeah.
I think more than the Akai. I think more than the Akai on
Right now,
Fusakin.
Right now.
Yeah.
Get the Kufra away.
Yeah, just give the Akai to Fusakin maybe, then as long as you
Deal
ban
with
the,
it, right?
yeah, as long as the Kufra is absent on the hands of Raflisha, I think Raflisha is a god on Kufra.
Yeah, ArkAngel's gonna be the second pick anyway, so they should be smart with their bans. Just try to bait something out.
They get double picks, right? They get the
double
first
picks.
double pick, and there's a lot that they can do with that. If they do leave the Harith open, that could be safe for them. I don't think it's time for Rio to show off as the Gushin God anymore. Because Gushin is good when you're coming from, when you're in a good place. And I don't think they're in a good place right now.
Yeah, if only your composition allows you to pop off.
Yeah.
Actually, during the Game 5 Season 3, when the Gushin Game 5 was chosen against Bren, I doubted it. I thought it will not pop up. Yeah, I
No.
think that's how risky the Gushin is.
Yeah. So here we go. So, and Sunsparks is on that now. They're the ones who ban out the Kufra.
Okay. So that's how they believe how strong Kufra is,
And
right?
so it is. They're afraid for Jay.
It's a direct counter for the Gushin.
For Jay or Lusty to pick it up.
Yeah.
And yeah, Kufra is one of those heroes that can really, even if it's not a direct counter per se, it can still counter a lot of people just because of the bouncing ball. The flicker is available to a lot of people, and if you're denying flickers from everyone, that's already a value with the
Little
bouncing
dashes, right? Stop the little dashes. So that's like having a mini King's Calling.
Yeah.
How broken is that? So again,
It's fixed.
Moving King's calling.
right? And you have damage reduction. Then again, Sunsparks are taking out the Trisla, very smart. I like it. ArkAngel not risking the Harith, because I think Harith as well has a very high win rate in the league.
Yeah.
But this actually favors the playstyle of Sunsparks even more. A fast-paced, objective-based playstyle, which is the key.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Pick one, Kimmy. This makes ArkAngel go into Gushan mode here.
Yeah,
Because they need to go assassinate that.
yeah,
Kimmy.
they need a Gushan. They need, I think, Gushan Esmeralda, or but they need clearly a Gushan.
Although Lolita might make sense, but
Yeah.
it's not first pick worthy.
No. Minimum third or fourth. Minimum.
They can go
Minimum.
Kaja. Oh, Cho grab.
Choke, okay. Choke and dive, and of course, lock Lusty's hero in.
Yep.
We were talking about how Kiloash has a small hero pool last season, right? It seems like he's fixing that little by little, but it's very evident in the fact that his Esmeralda was lacking in the last game.
The picks are awesome here for ArkAngel, but the idea is, can they deliver with this kind of picks? Even Lusty on the ground is starting to doubt it.
Yeah, especially from that like 2-minute face check earlier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that was so off.
Look at these two though.
Ooh.
Thumbs and Gushin. Already hard hit.
Hard hitting for the Gushan onto the jumps. It's a bit slow pace. Actually, what I'm curious is what will be the protection here for the Kimi.
Yeah.
I think they want to bait out something. Clearly, the second ban here of ArkAngel would be a Digi. They have no choice here. Has to be a Digi.
And then-
It's a direct counter against the Cho.
And then they fight for the Akai. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
they fight for the Akai. Even
Yeah.
at this point, they're fighting for the Akai.
The Lolita's not gonna make sense anymore.
Carry. I think they should go for this carry.
They
On-
should.
on Arcade.
Or Lunox. Yeah.
Oh.
But if they don't ban if they don't pick the carry, they have to ban that one probably. And oh, okay. So they're gonna be saving it.
I guess.
So they can still pick the carry. They don't need to burn a ban
On the carry, no.
on the carry. They're gonna ban the DV for sure.
The
They're gonna
Lumino-
ban the DV for sure.
The Luminum Blast has to connect.
Yeah,
It
obviously.
has to connect to Gushan and Kimi at the same time in order for ArkAngel to at least single out which one of these guys. Because Kimi and Gushan automatically is going to be the threat here for ArkAngel.
But the problem here is that naturally Sunsparks would be picking the Akai. And when they pick the Akai, it counters the Lolita
Yeah.
also. So they banned the Akai. They decided to ban the Akai, and they will just give the Digi for the Kimi. The problem there is that the counter for Digi, the likes of the Gushan, is also to the side of Sunspark. Sunspark is actually winning this draft one by one.
Yes, they are. Very slowly. I already don't like what ArkAngel is doing after the third pick Lolita.
Yeah.
That already felt off to me. So, again,
Oh, no.
ArkAngel...
Again, ArkAngel, not Digi. They're gonna go for Estes.
No, that's Sunsparks.
Ah, yeah,
they're gonna
yeah.
go for the
Sunsparks.
Estes, and I think they need one more...
Fighter.
Yeah, a front liner here.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'll buy the Kaja. I'll dig it. Not the Fanny. Hayabusa's okay.
Oh.
Franco is okay. So hold Cho.
Yeah, there's a
Now that is a weird composition.
Okay, this is very soft.
Yeah, that is a very soft composition. Even with the Estes, I think this is kind of a leeway composition. I don't feel it's very strong. It's only just the Thams that will stay into the front
Yes.
line. This can easily be countered by a necklace of Durans
Yes.
on Rio.
Very fast on Rio.
Jeff Giddy forever on the clone.
Yeah. Even Jeff Giddy forever on the Claude could pick up a deadly blade.
Yeah.
Right? Very cheap.
Yeah, so that's the thing here. For a moment there, the one who's winning the draft was Sunsparks.
And then-
But then, with the last two picks here of Sunspark, this draft is once again good on ArkAngel.
It's so ballsy though.
Yeah.
What is that?
I think they're banking on securing the early game, like
Yes,
going for the objective.
with the
pushes.
Kimmy.
Yeah, they're gonna go for the early game.
That's the only thing they're banking there.
But if they lost the early game, there's very little chance of winning the
Yes.
whole
There's
game.
a little chance. If anything, ArkAngel needs to make sure
Yeah.
that they control the game.
This should be a win for ArkAngel, in my opinion.
And I think they were just gonna go off of their momentum from game one and use Fuzakin's Kaja much the same way. Get the lead, ensure the lead, right? Lock down whoever could come back from ArkAngel and pull it in. So are we all saying this is ArkAngel?
Should be.
Hashtag
Should be.
demand ArkAngel.
Should be.
Hashtag
Even if they lost the
ArkAngel.
game one badly, this should be ArkAngel.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. On paper, no doubt.
Yeah, they have their comfort picks. Ladies and gentlemen, this is do or die for ArkAngel. They
Yeah.
need this win, and they need the 2-1 Sunspark.
Yeah.
Sunspark very comfortable here. Are they risking it with this very soft lineup? Let's find out as we go into the Land of Dawn.
There we
quick,
go, there we
fight
go.
in the middle. JP looking really low as well. Getting hit with the glooms. He is going to go down. Lusty going so deep underneath. He's gonna pay the price here, going down as well. It's a trade.
That was 1-for-1. Yeah, that was a 1-for-1. At least they were able to delay the cushion on that. And of course, you got KLVJ here getting paired with Kiluas. They're gonna go for the dive. Breaks the flicker. Auto attack. Onto the side. Another auto attack. Oh!
Jay's actually gonna be
He can
there.
charge it.
It's a trade.
Charging
Can
in.
he?
Come on, hit it.
He landed it. He landed it.
Landed it.
Another auto attack.
Oh,
Flicker. Oh!
Very, very aggressive here for both of these guys, but this is something that I want to see from ArkAngel. Aggression, but
It's still 1-for-1s. These are still 1-for-1s.
3-2 actually in favor of Sunsparks, but we forgot to introduce our players.
Yes,
this is
because
gonna
of
be
how
so fun.
fast things have gone.
Because Sunsparks would want to go fast because, again, it's the early game that they want to win. Anyway, on the blue side is of Sunsparks. But Fuzican here for the Estes, Renzo on the Thams, Raflesia, Urikaja, JP on the Gushan, and KLVJ for the King.
And on the red corner, we got Lusty on that Grok, Rio on that Lilia, Jeff Cutie Forever on that Claude, Jake on that Lolita, and Killer Wash on that Cho.
I want a good, clean fight, and we've been getting such a messy skirmish already.
Yes, 1-for-1s. Tower dives, first tower dives.
Yeah.
Flickers getting burned. Actually, curious, there was one off-camp kill. I think it was on Jeff Kitty Forever. Jeff Kitty Forever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where was he? On top?
Over in the top lane, yeah.
Oh, but then again, it looks like it's going to go again. It's going to happen once more. JP getting caught out by Jay. Jay using it. Pull on to Jeff Cutie Forever. He does
Survive. He does survive. Yeah, he got a BMI on. And of course, Spells here coming in from SS is actually on cooldown. Here comes the spear from Lusty. Get the balls in. Come into the ball. One last ball here coming in from Rio. Sidestep again from Flash.
Jeff Cutie
1-for-1.
hiding underneath. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the messy trend. But instead, it's not a kill. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
Oh, down bottom, Kilowatt seeing a lot of damage from Fuzaken and KLVJ. Rocket being committed right there. Blessing of the Moon Goddess being used. Really good for CC, by the way. We did not see Sunsparks taking that tower really fast.
Yeah, that opens up the bottom lane side. That opens up the bottom lane side 2 minutes into the game. And that's going to be another kill secured by JP once again.
This is quite a slobber knocker, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what the ArkAngel is thinking, going toe-to-toe with Sunsparks, but they're doing the right thing.
They're totally doing the right thing here. At best, still a close fight, ladies and gentlemen. There's just one turret down here coming in from, rather in favor of the Sunsparks, but that is no surprise, especially if they're rolling the Kimi. But here, Jeff Kitty Forever, that is unnecessary. Although that is understandable, that is a cushion. You don't want to give those kills out, especially on JP's. Oh, one charger by Lusty losing it.
Wrong brush.
Yeah,
Wrong brush.
Lusty is a losing touch a little bit.
Sometimes you just get into the wrong brush.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens.
It happens.
To the best of us. And it happened to Lusty right there. Fuzaken here doing very good to protect KLVJ. Still though, I'm thinking it should have been the Diggy. I think it would have been better.
Instead of the Estes, right?
Instead of the SS. That's coming from me. I'm an Estes fanboy.
Yeah, I find the Estes really weird. Especially you got Cho.
Yeah.
You got Lolita out to the other side. They didn't pick the
But
DD.
it oddly works. It oddly works. So far, we haven't seen this fail.
So far, and that's going to be a wasted Numino blast.
Yeah. Not but air.
Not bad, Eric. Alright, so let's hear a bit of a stand-up here onto the mid-lane side. Kiluas getting a lot of heat coming in from the Kimi. Body block by Lusty.
And Jay is going to be able to back off there. No Numino blast is available, so they have to disengage here. They have no right to fight.
They have no right to fight.
Not at all. But then Fuzaken and KLVJ are just a walking fountain. They can go wherever they want and survive. Right? Mana, not a problem. Health, not a problem either. They can just turn these failed skirmishes into a push.
He's an EMT.
Yes.
Basically.
Right?
Always there when you need him. To heal you up.
Just call him. Just say his name.
Call him.
Just say his name.
Just call 911, he's there.
Yeah, Fuzaken.
Fuziken here. Alright, so once again, the KLVJ and Fuziken body here, able to take up their second turn for the game. Luminum Blast again onto the water, this time not the air. And of course, that leaves for the ArkAngel to retreat from this fight. This is now a tempo controlled by the Sunsparks.
And they are going to turn this tempo into a turtle for sure. As I said, these false engagements are going to go towards Sunspark's way. And there's the one charge by Lusty once more, hitting nothing but air. Renzo getting the kill. There were, what, 4 members of Sunsparks in that bush? What was he thinking?
That was he thinking totally. He went for the charge in. Jada as Bulwarks cover up for the damage coming in from KLVJ and Rio. He's being chased down. Would have been a nice headline here for the Lilia, but the problem is has no ultimate available. JP once more waiting out for the cooldown of the incandescence, and there we go. That completes him with the Shadow Blade onslaught as a bonus. Fuzaken gets 2.
I'm just saying, man. On paper, ArkAngel's lineup should work here.
Yeah.
They got multiple CCs. Well, not multiple. They got one very hard CC there onto Lolita. On the side of Sunsparks, who are you going to rely CC on? It's going to be on Kaje. It's just going to be one person. And I feel like it's Lusty just going in for the plays that shouldn't even work.
Okay, there's an aluminum blast that hits.
Finally,
onto Fuzaken.
with no
No follow-up,
responses.
obviously, no follow-up. Yeah, it's actually just to mitigate or stop the advance here coming in from the Sunsparks. But the problem there is that the Luminous Blast, they know, is now upset. They have enough minion wave here to touch a bit under this inner mid-lane turret. And onto the item check, you can see the lead here. And Blade of Despair here for KLBJ. There's a magic one. There's a bonus on top of the Calamity Reaper of JP.
6 minutes. Blade of Despair and Machete. Lusty looking really low as well. He is going to survive. Almost using Wild Charge to get out just barely. Rio and Jeff Beauty Forever on the defense here. But it is going to be their buff taken.
Yeah, it's totally one-sided here. Sunsparks wants to close this out 2-0, and it's not very far from happening. As we did mention, this is a Kimi composition. You might think that the start here for the steamroll would be the outer turrets. No, it won't be. The Kimi can still take its advantage, even onto the inner turret, and also take down Rio. Rio casting his ultimate Jeff Beauty Forever for the follow-up. Luminous Blast, no flicker here for Jay to touch any members here of Sunspark. They just need to get their distance in, and everyone is sustained from the heel of the Estes.
That's hard.
Yeah, the win condition here for ArkAngel is if Jay makes sure his Luminous Blast connects to people.
Yeah,
because that's
they need a miracle Luminous Blast. Literally hitting 3 or 4 people.
5 people would be the value there. Even 3 or 4 people wouldn't be enough, because if that's going to be the case, it's either JP for sure, and will be able to escape the Luminous Blast as well as kill VJ.
Or as
going to be on Kilowatt.
Yeah.
But they're nowhere in
late inner turret, and there's the flicker in. Of course, anytime soon, that's the big problem if you try to stroll around near and even under your turret. Dusty wants to go for an engage. Full swing there coming in from the Fire of Nature as the Divine Judgment's already on cooldown. Rio burning is also ultimate here. The back shoes there. Rio into the front line. Very interesting. Wants to chase down, but of course, JP re-engage with a sword strike off camera. Doesn't matter. Jeff Forever getting checked, but of course, that is way into it for JP as he goes down, secured by Lusty.
Rio ain't got nowhere to go.
But he does make the face still. It's 2 members left on the side of both teams, and they are now knocking onto ArkAngel's core. And who's left? Fuzaken and KLVJ. But do they have enough? Fuzaken does not have his ult just yet. But Lusty's gonna have to wild charge out, barely to survive. Here's the Luminous Blast for 2 members. Fuzaken looking really low as well. Airborne is KLVJ. Finally, Kilowatt does his job, assassinating the Kimmy.
4 minutes into the game since their first kill. 6 minutes even.
Yeah. After the kill, for the kill count here of ArkAngel, the frequency of the kills here. So that's how long Sunspark tempo is.
Sunsparks is really dominating here. I really have to commend the rotation. I mentioned earlier on that you have to pay attention to the map because that's where Sunsparks is really active on. They're all over the place all at the same time, forcing ArkAngel in a bad spot. It pushed Jeff Beauty Forever in a bad corner to the point that he wasn't able to farm up really well in the early game. But while that's happening, though, it feels like this might be a forced Lord take just to force out engagement from ArkAngel on the side of Sunsparks.
Ooh, check it out, though. Down bot, it is Renzio going 1v1. Oh! But then again, a fight in the top. It's Jeff Beauty getting Fuzaken out. Jay taken out by JP. It looks like roughly Jay's going to drop here. Kilowatt with a lot of damage onto him by KLVJ alone. Jeff Beauty Forever going 1v1. With KLVJ down, he drops. Jeff Beauty Forever popping off as he goes on his way out. It's Renzio going 1v1 against these 2. That doesn't make sense, I know. But then again, I feel like he can do it. He does not have
no.
There it is.
Yeah,
it's
no
on.
black shoes. No black shoes available.
He just has to go on a bite. The little girl. Rio, run. Run, Rio.
Yeah, they're just waiting for the cooldown of the cast.
Kilowatt.
Yeah.
They got Kilowatt in. There we go for the chase down. No, they won't. Even though with the counter and Inferno not available, you want to respect the Tham still. So that's a bit of a hope there for ArkAngel. But I'm not so sure if that is enough. I think my clear answer is it is not enough.
It was almost something.
Almost something. Could be something.
Slight window open.
Yeah.
Like it opened up a little bit, but still gonna be a tall order for ArkAngel. Look at the gold lead though. It's almost a 10k gold lead, and this is gonna be another Jay going down. No, he's gonna be able to flicker out. There goes a blazing the weapon committed by Jeff Beauty Forever. Not a lot of damage there, but actually forces Fuzikin in the bad spot. Guardian Baron's not going to be there, but in the backline, so Renzio's going to be able to take care of Jet Ski Baron. Luxie's going to be able to take down Renzio. Just like what you said, this may be it.
That may be it, but the timer here is just sitting around 20 seconds, so that should be Lord for the side here of the Sunsparks squad. Again, Raflesia here, and also Renzo rather, of overwhelming force. Although Renzo was down for that, he bought a lot of time into the backline, put a lot of hassle for the backline of ArkAngel to the point that they were not able to respond despite the nice frontline setup of ArkAngel.
In that moment that Renzo was going 2v1, 3v1 against ArkAngel, it's evident that Sunsparks here has no lock.
Yeah.
Right? Their only lock is on Raflesia, and that's it. But right now, they don't need it. They use their tempo very smart right there. But again, when it comes down to getting CCs, ArkAngel is still king, and they could come back through that.
This is what Sunsparks has. Their lock here is the damage out from KillVJ, because that's going to be zoning them out. I mean, if you've seen it happen. KillVJ diving into 4 people, bringing everybody down to half HP. You don't want to be in front of those pellets or rings.
Little energy things.
Yeah.
Balls.
Well, we get the Lord present. We get the Lord present here, going for the push. It's a matter of time, actually. I'm not so sure. Even Jeff is struggling in getting the wave clear here and getting close just because of Raflesia being present. And anytime he can catch someone with a Divine Judgment, they may need the damage of the core here just to clear out this Lord. And no escape as well there for the Joe. Jay here getting caught out by Raflesia. He will be charging out Renzo to the front line. This tower will be going down. And everybody's into it coming in from the
Aluminum Blast didn't actually connect to everybody. He canceled the charge, and that's going to be bodies falling down inside of ArkAngel.
That's it.
There's nothing.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That is a very clean 2-0 there. Ladies and gentlemen, this will go to Sunsparks.
And ArkAngel is out.
Just like that. I hope it wasn't. I wished it wasn't that anticlimactic, but it is what it is. This whole game was pretty one-sided.
Well, the big headline here is we have a new champion.
For sure.
For sure. We have a new champion for sure. I think that cements ArkAngel to stay onto the number 9 place.
That should do the trick. Cignal Ultra still has a fight in them. They could still make it out.
Yeah, they want to go tie. Win EVOS.
They want to tie with EVOS.
But they win that tiebreaker, yeah? They're high. They beat EVOS.
I think so, yeah, on their matchup. The head-to-head.
Is it going to be a head-to-head?
Yeah, if Cignal wins this one, 2-0. That is the 2-0. They need a +2. They need to go -5. Very weird scoring. They need to go the same with EVOS, -5. On the head-to-head, they will win against EVOS. We may want to double-check on that. But yeah, I think Cignal, they are here at the venue. They got smiles on their faces. Entering this match quite confident. SGD, defeating SGD would not be probably a fit for them compared to ArkAngel's challenge here against the number 2 team, which is Sunsparks. But there you have it, guys. The big headline here, I think ArkAngel is out of the tournament, and that will leave the championship title open for Season 4. Yeah. Still, 4 seasons of MPL, no repeat champions.
If Sunsparks keep this up, I feel they may take away the championship.
Oh yeah, Sunsparks is number 1 right now.
Yeah.
On the regular season.
This 2-0 puts them above Ownage PH. And I really like the story being told here. Last season, No Limit, they were very strong on paper, but they needed the wisdom. They needed the experience. Now that they have it, look at what power they yield.
Yeah, this is all the experience that they've had since Season 3. Since Season 2, even when they were still scattered amongst themselves and just waiting for the opportunity to get into the MPL. This is the culmination point of all the experience that Sunsparks has. We've seen they are individually gifted. Yeah. That's without a shadow of a doubt. Their synchronization as a team is finally working, and they got rotations on point. Yes. That's the sign of a deadly team.
Yes, they have fast rotations. They have fast on-point rotations. Their response are always there when they needed it, especially on Renzo. And also, they're very flexible. Everyone can play any role. Even Renzo could go from Granger to Taps. That was crazy.
And they have the killer instinct, right? That's something that's intangible. That's something that you don't see in many teams or in many players. But right there, Fuzakin, he's just able to say, you know what, let's pull Jay. Let's pull Lusty. I think we can kill them. And that's what leads to the lead being locked in. And that's how we got here. That's how we got to the 2-0. And you just have to respect sometimes when teams have that. And I'm not sure how you plan for that, even.
You don't have to plan for it at all. And if you ask me, the biggest difference here with Sunsparks against all of the other teams is that they're having fun.
Yeah.
Every time they step on a stage, they just have smiles on their faces and looking. Look at this.
Even with reflection, with the camera, he enjoys a lot of the camera.
He enjoys the camera a lot, yeah.
KLVJ MVP.
On that, Kimmy,
Yeah.
10,000 gold, 59,000 damage dealt, 25,000 damage received. Barely nobody touching him.
Yeah, it's Kimmy.
It's a Kimmy.
It's a Kimmy.
Again, Kimmy with an Estes.
Yeah, that's the ridiculous part. When you can pick an Estes against a Lolita, against a Joe, when you can pick a Digi, it's just Fuzakit
Right?
flexing what he can
That's
play.
Balls
Yeah,
right
it's
there.
ballsy, yeah.
So again, I think I called it wrong. I should have listened to my heart. Whenever I see an Estes, I root for that team instantly. And again, it showed here how they can turn these false engagements, these skirmishes, into just pushes. And I think that's what led, again, another factor to this fast win.
Yeah,
Right.
that fast win was a very clean 2-0 victory from Sunsparks, eliminating ArkAngel going into the playoffs. But that is going to be us for now. We're going to be taking a short break.
Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, do stay with us, is going to be the last match of today, I believe, if
Of
we are
the
not, of the regular
Of the
season.
regular season,
If
yeah.
we do not have any tiebreakers,
Yes.
it's going to be Cignal Ultra versus SGD. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be hot. It's going to be tight. And, of course, it's going to be right here. So don't go anywhere. On behalf of the casters here at MPL-PH Season 4, my name is Leo.
I am Nomad.
And I'm Shibu with a 1 for an eye. Just stay right there and we'll be right back.
Experience the youth. Look inside.
Legendary! 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 Double kill! Triple kill!
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bangbang.
Killing spree! Godlike! Double kill! Triple kill! Shut down! The southern seas are my domain. Stop. First blood, double kill. Legendary. Killing spree. Listen to my graceful song. Legendary. Double kill. Triple kill. Maniac.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bangbang.
All shall succumb to my power. Let's see. What's against this man that there is no difference.
You have slain an enemy.
I am.
Double kill. Legendary. Double kill. Triple.
No one can stop me.
Legendary.
No one can stop me.
Legendary.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bangbang.
Godlike.
Sinong may atraso? Sino ang may kasalanan? Sino ang kontrabida?
They told us that it's just a game. That nothing
wasting our time. Well, let them say all they want. We'll prove it to them. We'll be the champions. Mobile Legends Bang Bang World Championship 2019. M1.
Double kill! Your team destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain. Godlike! Double kill! Mega kill! Double kill!
Experience the youth suffering. The left inside.
Legendary! 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 Double kill! Triple kill!
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Killing spree! Godlike! Double kill! Triple kill! Shut down! The southern seas are my domain. Stop. First blood, double kill. Legendary. Killing spree. Listen to my graceful song. Legendary. Double kill. Triple kill. Maniac.
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
All shall succumb to my power. Let's see. What's in this disadvantage? There is no difference.
You have slain an enemy.
I am.
Double kill. Legendary. Double kill. Triple legendary. Legendary.
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Godlike.
Sinong may atraso? Sino ang may kasalanan? Sino ang kontrabida?
They told us that it's just a game. That nothing will ever come out of it.
That it won't bring us fame or glory. That it won't make our country proud. They told us to stop wasting our time. Well, let them say all they want. We'll prove it to them. We'll be the champions. Mobile Legends Bang Bang World Championship.
echoes in my soul. Oh, it echoes in my soul. My weakness comes and goes, it goes, it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the MPL Season 4. This is the final match of our regular season. And of course, we're going to be your shoutcasters. I am Syempre the one for an I. And with my partner. Hi guys, I don't know. Show na.
What's good? It's your boy Leo.
And I am Nomad, and this is going to be a jam-packed fight. It's going to be Cignal Ultra going up against SGD Omega.
Yes.
One of the El Clasicos, if I say so myself.
These two teams have been around for quite a while, and when you say SGD, there's a certain level of Mobile Legends you expect, right? And when you say Cignal Ultra, we know them as the comeback kings, and right here, right now, this is their chance to come back into the playoffs.
Yes, and normally whenever you're playing on the week 6, on the final day of the final week, this kind of match, they hold no bearing. They hold no bearing. But,
No.
you know, it could be one. It could be one of the two. It's either there's no bearing for this one, like you're totally eliminated, you're just playing it for the score or whatever.
Yeah.
But it can be an all-in match.
And this is exactly that.
Yeah, we roll light defense on it, and this is exactly that for the side of Cignal Ultra.
And yeah, speaking of Cignal Ultra, this is a team that has been on a streak.
Yeah.
Not much of a good streak, it's a losing streak, but you know there have been times in their whole entire season run where they were showing potential just like what they were during season 2. Leah, what are your thoughts on this upcoming matchup between them? Do you think this is going to be the time where finally Cignal Ultra can come back in shape?
I love the question because there's so much into it, right? You literally just asked me if this is the time for Cignal to come back. But then again, there's so many things that come along that question mark. There's so many things that you have to ask yourselves. Are we going to see a Bruno? Are we going to go 2-0? Are we going to go 2-1? Will we see Cignal Ultra back in the playoffs? And how will this affect SGD? I didn't even do the math. I'm not sure if a loss here will put SGD in the lower bracket or are they secured in the upper. But what I'm sure of, how I can answer that, is that both teams are going to give their all. And I think we are going to see Cignal Ultra once again pull something of a Bruno. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure
They're the first one to rule, and of course, pull in the bullet of a Bruno for the running meta. We did saw the Bruno on the side of Ownage also won, but I think that is kind of a one-sided game, right?
So again, I think the key to victory here for Cignal, because they are the pivot point, right? So SGD has been doing very well. Earlier in the season, they defeated the returning champions who just sadly now got eliminated, and they pulled through with a few more prolific wins. But I think against one Cignal Ultra, who we've seen are able to do crazy things with heroes like Bruno, I think their key to victory here is going to be just that. I think Bluffsy needs to do something here. He needs to do something special for them to be able to get the 2-0.
What do you think, Shifu? Is that going to be the case? It has to be the exotic picks from Cignal Ultra to...
Could be one. It could be on many things. I don't. Normally, we would try to advise the teams do not do exotic picks.
Be safe.
Be safe, or just work with something that you're familiar with, what you're known with. But this Cignal Ultra we're talking about. This Cignal Ultra we're talking about. If there's one thing that is characterized for them, that would be the comeback kings. And being a comeback king in itself is a very risky title.
Very
because
dangerous.
you have to lose. You have to lose. You have to be in a very tight spot, and this is a tight spot for Cignal Ultra.
Yeah, the comeback kings.
Yeah, for the comeback kings. And again, if ever they take this one to 0, played really well into the playoffs, that would be one of the best comeback narrative ever in Mobile Legends history.
Because it's different from being the comeback kings in game than being comeback kings outside the game. And I feel, if you're gonna ask me right now, it feels like it's a tall order for them.
It's a tall order.
Because they're going up against SGD Omega, not the best, not the worst, but certainly one of the consistent teams out there. And I want to ask you guys, why do you think that is the case? Why is SGD Omega such a consistent team?
SGD Omega reminds me a bit of Sunsparks, right? In season 1, and even before that, we've seen these guys already. I mean, in a different light, and of course, maybe a few key roster changes here and there. But they were always touted as child prodigies, you know, young, talented Mobile Legends professionals, and they just needed a little bit more time under the limelight, and they needed the time to hone their skills. But right here, right now, in Season 4, we've seen that they're capable of very good things, and with the right chemistry and the right timing, they're able to perform, and right here, that's what Cignal Ultra is staring down.
Yeah, and much like Sunsparks, as you mentioned, they're also a high-tempo team. They're also a high-tempo team, except that Sunsparks is more fluid historically over the regular season. But yeah, I would go for this is a team fighting team, the likes of SGD, but also so is Cignal Ultra. That's the thing. It's just that what Cignal Ultra would want, especially SGD doesn't need anything to do really on this one. I'm not so sure we would want to review the score here.
Yeah.
What we are sure is that Cignal Ultra is the team with the tall order for this, with a 2-0 requirement just so they can stay in the tournament.
Yeah.
So for the side of SGD here, all they need to do is just wait out for any mistakes, which are always common for Cignal Ultra.
It happens.
Capitalize on that one, and of course, maybe if the score or if we see it on the score, or on the standings, then maybe Cignal, SGD can get something out of this. SGD can maybe get into the upper bracket.
Yeah. Before we move on, I just got to mention as well, one of the strengths on the side of SGD is their draft. They have a solid draft. I really like the way they draft, and a lot of the coaches in the league that I've talked to before, prior to this last week of broadcast, were always worried about what they were going to bring to the table when going up against SGD. So that might be something we watch out for here today.
Yeah, but I just want to go outside the meta here real quick, because in the past couple of games that Cignal Ultra has been playing, noticeably, Yako hasn't been playing.
Yeah.
You're right. They have sat him down.
Right now, it's Eson that's playing in his spot. Do you think that's a big factor going into all the games that Cignal Ultra has been? Yako not playing at all and Eson playing in.
Let me go first. Yeah, for the factor for the games here, ladies and gentlemen, as we head on to the Cignal Ultra lineup. So for the games here, I'm not so sure. I think Cignal Ultra is trying to rediscover something without Yako. But it's more of the main impact here is there are some issues within the team that they need to work on. So it's not really something within the game. It's within the team that they need to fix.
And I think that's worse. Am I wrong to say that?
That's worse,
Yeah,
actually,
because
compared to solving something within the game.
Yeah,
compared to
because
solving something within the team.
the game can be fixed.
Yeah.
But if it's you guys that's having a trouble,
It's more
you know,
complex.
Yeah, it's Yako, Few, D, Desenia, Tets, Eson. We've known them for so long now.
Yes.
They've been together for so long.
Yes.
And to know that there's trouble in paradise, that's something that I can't grasp. I don't want to see that. These guys are my heroes. I'm pretty sure a lot of people as well watching see them as, their team. And to think that, the cap is off? What's going on?
Yes.
Yeah, because this is, they have been here since season 1 under the Digital Devils Pro Gaming lineup. And they've been consistent. They've been in all all playoffs, both grand finals.
They're always there to contest the likes of Bren.
Yeah.
They're always there, and now they're gone for some reason. They're not in the same spot that we are used to. And this begs to ask, SGD Omega has been in the same spot for the past couple of seasons. Do you think this might be a chance for them to just switch things up and finally bring out the pain going into the playoffs?
You know what? I don't think it's up to them even. Like what's crazy is that's why I keep saying. So you think it's gonna come down to the exotic pick, or it's gonna come down to the weird strategy in game? Because as we mentioned, there seems to be some dissent among the ranks.
Yeah, whatever it is, I'm not so sure about the exotic picks or anything. I believe in Cignal Ultra so much that there is no need. There is a need. It's always a given to fix something, but I think something is more important right now, and that is the dissent to fix that issue within the team.
It's their chemistry.
You know, it's normally we don't discuss this kind of things, especially it's actually like kind of a personal matter.
Of course.
Things, but this might be the last time that we'll be seeing that in the season 4. So we need to mention this.
And it's very evident.
It's very evident. It's very evident. So that is something that they need to leave out.
And going into the side of SGD Omega, we got Crypto, Kenji, Carl Teasy, Toshino, Keith, and Ivan. And of course, we do have Dale as a coach for this team. These guys they have the synergy. They've been here for the longest time. In this exact same spot, they've been here for the longest time. Yep. And now they're about to eliminate Cignal Ultra, one of the teams that actually beat them during Season 3, if I'm not mistaken, in the lower bracket. Going into this, Dale is now the coach here, no longer playing. Do you think he was able to alleviate some of the pressure that was once on Lex? Do you think he's adding a new thing, a new mix to SGD Omega?
100% yes.
Yeah, I think so too.
I believe that Dale, as a coach here, has done wonders for SGD. Not to say that he was better than Lex, but I'm just saying now that we have this coaching position and with this new lineup, I think Dale is someone that these guys listen to.
And it's reflective.
Yeah.
It is reflective, ladies and gentlemen. Also, you want to consider, again, these are child prodigies for the side of SGD. Again, they got the likes of Kenji, right? Who's always been one of, even Doggy mentioned it, like he's a very strong player, he said so. And also to consider that he's one of the most threatening players in the solo lane position.
So yeah, you mentioned how they're young right now. Kenji is among their eldest, which is weird to say. But that said, having Dale as the coach once more, going back to the point, it's like I will listen to you because you were once where I was.
Yes, you were there. We were there together, and now I listen to you. Kind of like how
sometimes having a younger coach alleviates the pressure. You know, it's more
Oh,
like
yeah.
you're just talking to a friend. You know, not a senior.
Shout out to Lex, but yeah, it's
Oh no, we love Lex.
we love Lex. Don't get us wrong. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Love talking to him. Really cool. But yeah, this is SGD Omega just vying for a spot in the playoffs. Yeah, it's either going to be lower or upper bracket, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the effect is evident. You do remember SGD's position back in season 3.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's not that high.
It's not that high.
Right now, it's pretty well. They're actually competing for an upper bracket.
They're in the chance for the upper bracket,
Yeah.
much like Bren eSports earlier today. So we're going back to that question: is that what's going to happen? Are we going to see an
Yeah.
upper bracket SGD, or are we going to see Cignal Ultra sneak their way into the playoffs?
If you're going to ask me that question, it might be Cignal Ultra sneaking their way into the playoffs.
These are basically predictions.
These
right
are
now.
basically predictions, but we're going to have to look at the tail of the tape here real quick and see just how the matchups are going to be looking here. We've got Few and Toshino going up
Carry
against
versus
each other,
carry.
like the two carries of these games, 4-3-4, 5-2-5, and all damages aside. This matchup, though, marksman versus marksman. What do you guys think about this?
I like it because it's core to core. You know what I mean? Those both players are very used to having their damage outputs on their backs
Yeah.
as players.
It's carry versus carry, right?
Yeah.
But we have a history on Few. That's the Bruno. So that's one of the things that you would want to see
Do you
on
think
this kind of tail of the tape.
scary?
So that's one of the selling point here for Few compared to Toshino.
But Toshino,
Toshino-
has a mean Esmeralda too.
Yes, that's the thing.
That's the thing. Their cores, they're good at dealing a lot of damage, but I guess this begs to ask, who is a better core? Let's not look at stats. Let's look at gameplay. Who is a better core between Toshino and Few?
I'll give it to Few.
I give it to Few.
Okay,
Low-key, I was hoping you would say Toshi, but yeah, we've seen Few.
Toshino was threatening, if I can recall, Harik or probably Granger.
Yeah.
Forget that one. But the thing here is that when you look at SGD, you cannot really take your eye off on the likes of Kenji.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of enablers onto the side of SGD.
Cartesi.
Meanwhile, Cartesi,
Yeah.
right? Yes. But if you look at Cignal Ultra, back then it was all Yahoo, right? It was all Yahoo. You got
Yahoo.
Lising as
Yep.
well. Then starting season 2, going to season 3, you got Few. Especially on the season 2 championship, it was Few Selena. It was Few that inspired me of playing Selena. So that's,
Yeah,
that's how I look at the
you haven't stopped playing Selena ever since.
Yeah, no.
That's
But
it.
that's a fact.
There's no arguing that, right?
There's no arguing
Few changed somebody's life by playing Selena. And no, what I was gonna say there, because I don't play Selena, but I respect his Selena. What I think about when you say Few as the core, I see someone who can play from both behind and from a winning position. Like if you let Few farm by himself, I think what makes him so lethal was because Yako was also a very good offlaner. So again, it was a two-pronged attack from Cignal Ultra whenever you would see these two together. But now that Yako's sitting out, I'm wondering if it's just Few carrying that burden by himself.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be asking this question before we go into the draft. What do you think is a prediction going into the draft? Like, how is it going to play out?
I believe that SGD here is going to test Cignal Ultra's capabilities. They are going to make them play and draft weird. Depending if they're first or not, I think it's SGD who's going to be setting the pace.
What about you, Syempre?
This is actually an elimination match, not for SGD and Cignal Ultra. It's actually for Cignal Ultra and EVOS. So my heart goes for both teams. We do love both teams, EVOS and Cignal Ultra. I just go with what the stats mentioned here. I would just go for 2-1 at best SGD.
2-1 at best SGD. There you have it. That's going to be the prediction. If you're going to come back to me, I want to see the comeback kings.
This is very bold to say 2-1 SGD. Where does that put Cignal? That puts Cignal out, yeah?
That puts
That
out.
knocks
It
them out.
keeps EVOS in.
It keeps EVOS in. That's the thing. So you get my point.
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot choose between EVOS and Cignal.
That's
you love
not
them
fair.
both.
It's not fair to ask.
That's not fair
It's
to
so
ask.
hard.
So you just vote for SGD.
So you just go for the stats. You just go for the
Just
stats.
go for the stats and
you just follow the. You just follow your mind. You go for SGD here.
Yeah, if we're going to be smart about it, right?
Yeah.
But then again, I just want to be able to see Cignal Ultra pull something new, because I think for the first half of this season, I believe what went down was they were playing the old Cignal game. Right? They were playing the old Cignal game, and it just did not come up anymore. And the next the other half was them figuring out what this new Cignal Ultra is. And that's what we saw, right? That's what we saw with the Bruno.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked. The Bruno worked.
So today, I'm hoping Bluffsy has just pinned it into their heads, just really hammered it in. That guys, we have to change this. We have to do something new, and I'm hoping that today we see that.
And let's also consider the fact that, again, this is Gakko sitting out. We haven't seen S1 playing for the longest time during Season 3, Season 4 even. Even Season 2, we did not see S1 play at all.
It would be very, very weird to not see Cignal Ultra on the playoffs, honestly. And seeing their fan base there.
That's a lack of black and red. That would be weird. You're right.
Lack of black and red.
Dominating black and yellow, come on.
There's still black and yellow now. That's a little too much.
That's a little too much.
You got
black
even
and yellow.
Ownage on black and yellow.
Right? So we're just talking colors here. But ladies,
I think for fan base, we're talking of fan base. The biggest one is execution.
Always
Sure.
gonna be execution. Zapnu and the rest.
The most prettiest and handsome and I think noisiest is Evos.
Yep.
think
I can
Evos.
agree. I can agree.
The most consistent would be Cignal Ultra.
yeah, the most loyal even.
The most loyal is
right?
Cignal Ultra.
No matter what happens, yeah. But we're gonna be going straight into the draft and dissect whatever is gonna be happening here between SGD and Cignal Ultra. Game number 1, we are already seeing the Kim&Joben being banned on the side of SGD Omega and the Heron for Cignal Ultra and a Grok.
Alright, so that leaves the export option open also at Terisla.
There it is.
And there it is. First pick bullseye, the export, ladies and gentlemen. We will be having the Terisla probably at a show. No, Cho is banned rather.
No, it's a Terisla
Terisla
and a Kufra. Kufra's up.
Kufra.
Terisla and
Should be a
Kufra.
Kufra.
Yep.
Could also be a Bruno, might be.
Bruno is too early.
No way.
Yeah, it's too early.
No way.
But yeah, I
You
agree
go
with
fourth
the.
pick or fifth pick.
I agree with the Kufra and the Teresa. It should be a very good choice for them.
There's a few other options. A Tams. Cignal Ultra still picks up the Tams very often. But instead it is going to be the Kufra. And the
They're going to go for Terisla Kufra.
Play it safe.
Nostradamus. Yeah.
Okay, playing it safe. So far, nothing
Pretty
fancy.
obvious, though.
Nothing fancy.
Nothing
I think,
fancy.
I think you would want to wait out for the fourth pick.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
the
that's everything's pretty much safe here for both these teams.
I would go for Esmeralda. Probably, yeah, Esmeralda.
That's a
Yeah,
Toshino, Esmeralda, and a Kenji Tams, if I'm not
This would
mistaken.
be a carry, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
That's
to be
so
a
it doesn't
carry.
get countered.
No doubt. Unless they want to change it up.
Should be a carry. But of course, that opts out the Bruno pick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Pretty upset.
Unless
So-
they want to ride with 2 marksmen.
No way.
No.
No, please. Rafaela here could be safe.
Yeah, Rafaela would be safe.
I mean, now that-
even an Estes.
Yeah, now that they've, or even Selena. Wait,
No, Selena's not.
too dangerous.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
So there's
all right.
Gary.
Nice.
No.
Still on the
Bruno.
same side.
No Bruno.
Nothing fancy, nothing
Nothing
crazy.
fancy, nothing crazy.
What
Yeah.
could SGD Omega ban here? They're missing a hero on Desenia,
Now
right?
this is the part where things get exciting because you can be very random here. You can have a ban on probably a Selena ban.
Lilia's still up.
Yeah, a mage ban.
Ban out- ban
So
out Lilia
Selena,
might make
Lilia.
If anything, they should. Well, Cignal Ultra should ban on another tank here.
Here's what's crazy about this match. There you go, respecting few. Here's what's crazy about this match. We see neither team reacting. Right? They're safe.
Yeah.
This is just them playing
Yeah.
their game.
Yeah, so for the side of Cignal Ultra, what they want to ban would be a marksman here, probably a Granger or Granger. Or
So-
Bruno. No.
Take out
Bruno,
the
but
Granger,
Yeah.
force SGD to go double mage.
Could be. You could ban a Lunox as well, right?
But they can still ride the double mage setup really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy about this meta. It's the most open I've seen it in a while.
Yeah.
But I do understand SGD Omega played a lot of Granger as well. That's the thing. But instead, they're going to be picking a Guinevere. That's worthy. That's weird. All right. Not so sure. Are they targeting on that one? There's still a lot of picks available. You get the Granger.
Yeah. Cartesi could pick up a Lunox.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
still go Lilia here.
But
Have
Cignal
another
Ultra has the
mage.
first pick advantage here on the second rotation. So,
They have the first pick advantage and they have the final say.
Yeah.
So they can cover up.
Oh, Lilia.
That's on your boy, the Desenia.
The
Desenia's gonna get
loves
that.
AoEs, right?
Oh, yeah,
They love-
easy.
They love AoEs. Artillery.
And he can
mages.
own mid with Lilia here.
Yeah, so that leaves you with a cushion for SGD Omega.
So is this a Gaussian
I think Lunox. It should be a Lunox or Granger.
Lunox Granger?
Yeah, they got no choice here.
Isn't that too soft though?
But they have no backline artillery. They need a backline here.
Oh yeah.
At least for
They need more damage.
Yeah.
Are
So,
they serious
tight
about
view.
this?
No, they're just flashing us. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or probably to stop the Terisla. Something that can hug the Terisla. They decided for the Granger here that gets locked.
They
in.
actually lock in the Tigreal.
They did it! Oh my god! All right, ladies and gentlemen, Tigreal is in the building.
And we had Bruno. Now we have Tigreal. It's about damn time we see a Mia.
too much. You're asking for too much.
Or a Z-Long.
We got Mia here already. You want to get that Mia?
Yeah, I'll get the Mia. But no, but
Okay, so it will be Akai.
Safe. You know
Okay.
what? Safe. Cignal Ultra is just respecting the meta. They're playing the SGD's strengths, but SGD Mega very ballsy on that Tigreal. Sorry.
Yeah.
This.
Especially picking it against a carry.
Yeah.
It means Tigreal kind of struggles with carry.
yeah. That's why I want to ask, can you dissect this SGD Omega lineup for me real quick before we jump into the game?
It's for the Terizla. That's my check there.
Yep.
Because if you want to stop the Terizla, sometimes the solution is, the thing about Terizla is, yeah, he's very slow. But he capitalizes on the fact that nobody can face him. Even a Grak struggles in facing him.
Yes.
The only counter for Terizla would be of the carry, which is off to the side of Cignal Ultra as well. And that is true damage. That is for just late game carrying that. And an endless battle carry online. But, yeah, you could have the... Not even the Minotaur, actually, can face the Terizla. It would be advised. So, yeah, go for Tigreal. Go for Tigreal.
And what's cool about the Tigreal is it has the same effect as a penalty zone.
Yes.
It's able to scoop people in.
Yeah.
So again, I really like that lineup, but I'm not sure. This one, I have to give real quick to Cignal Ultra.
What about you?
I would give it quick for Cignal Ultra as well.
Yep.
The lineup is good. I'm basing the lineup now.
Yeah, we're looking at the Cignal Ultra game here, but let's go ahead and jump straight into game number 1 in this best of 3 series between SGD Omega and Cignal Ultra. Gentlemen, why don't you go ahead and introduce our players here real quick?
On the blue side, you got SGD Omega. Ritsu here for the export. Kenji on Thames. Toshino for the Granger. Heath on the Tigreal. And Kropsi on Esmeralda.
And in the red, which Cignal Ultra actually is in literally right now, they need to win. Esan is on the Terizla. Few is our carry. Tets as the Kufra. D as our Akai, and Desenia as the Lilia.
And I want to mention another good spell against the Terizla, if you're the Tigreal, is not just the Implosion, but actually the Sacred Hammer. A very, very weirdly named ability because Sacred Hammer and Tigreal doesn't have any hammer. It's just a pushback ability. He has a sword there. And whenever Terizla wants to engage, you would just want to push it back.
Hold up though. That's going to be Tets jumping in onto Toshino. That's the bouncing ball committed, but that's going to be the first blood. Secured onto Toshino. Kripsu might be next here, but he still has a Faraga armor, and they're going to be backing off. Meanwhile, over the top side though, Carl TZ in a world of hurt. Few still alive. Heath is going to be able to just back off, push out D, but almost saying that Few could have been a good trade to be if I say so myself.
Very smart for Few there to just back out. Oh, Tets with the Titan's revenge, and he takes out Heath. D getting the kill.
Tets was in the bottom side.
3-0 for Cignal Ultra, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, from 6 to 12. He went from 6 to 12 in no time.
He was at the bottom lane. I could have sworn he was still in the bottom lane.
That was a castle run.
Teleporting, ladies and gentlemen. You got Kripsu there, goes for the jump after the engage coming in from Tets. And I just want to digest again the Tigreal peak. If you have a Tigreal, a nice front line there. If you do know Kenji, he doesn't join fights. He always goes solo.
Yeah.
And enters the match when it matters. Kripsu condition free damage. Kripsu won't need the responsibility to become the second Darita just because Tigreal is there.
So again, that helps, right?
Yeah, that
so
helps.
that's, I guess, what SGD Omega is doing. And right now, they're just diverting our expectations.
Yeah.
It's them with the exotic pick. It's them with the Heath,
yeah.
with the Tigreal and Heath. And what is he like? Is that tenacity?
Yes.
He's rocking the tenacity.
That could have been an okay trade for SGD Omega had it been in the day secured Few, but it didn't. And that's 3-0, and those things escalate quick, especially in this kind of games. But let us see if can Cignal Ultra continue with this tempo.
Yeah, they're just shying away Cignal Ultra from securing the turtle, so SGD Omega secures that first objective, but Ted securing another kill onto Heath. This is textbook Cignal Ultra, if you ask me.
Yeah, but again, textbook Cignal Ultra is something that you've, let's say, an expectation you've accrued over the past year or two, right?
Yeah.
But right now, dude, conversion rates on teams are so high.
Yes.
And look at the 0 kills on SGD, but they got turtle.
They got a turtle. That's the thing. Of course, Cignal Ultra will be securing the very first outer turret of this game. Still, this time not feeling the counter there against the Terizla.
Yeah.
Terizla is actually just having a good time dueling up with Kenji. And we do know Kenji doesn't want to run. He's more of a farm-like offlaner.
Yeah, so if you're at Terizla, you're doing fine. Penalty zone onto nothing. Toshino dealing a lot of damage on the S, and he drops underneath his own turret. And there's a big kill, but big fight right now in the river.
Big fight in the river. Chased down by Kripsu. 1,000 pounder away coming in from T. And I think they're going to be keeping their distance against the members here of SGD.
Yeah, they don't want to wait. They don't want to give away the momentum to SGD Omega because SGD Omega can fight now.
Yes.
At this point,
Yes,
Cignal
at this
Ultra
point.
just has to make sure that they pick off Esmeralda or they pick off Toshino before they go into a full-on 5-man team fight because that's where Carl TC and Toshino shines in the team fights.
I just want to point out how fast Toshino casted those Dead Sonata earlier.
Yeah.
It was very quick.
Onto Eson, right?
Eson, right?
Up top though, Eson getting a lot of damage from Kenji and Cartesi. He does
Eson was
pop,
more.
penalty zone. He is going to buy some time here for his teammates. Are they going to respond? No, they're not. He's left to no man's land by himself. It does take a while for him to drop, and Cartesi gets the kill. Down below though, it's Cignal D using the Hurricane Dance, pinning a down Heat, and he gets away underneath the turret. That turret's going to drop. So is he. This ult's not going to do him much to survive. D gets the kill.
That was a good implosion though, but of course he get clapped on by 4 members. No chance of surviving that one. That leaves Toshino though to go for the push here. Surely taking in this outer mid-lane turrets. There are a lot of turret chains. Kopzi as well pushing an inner up top.
Yeah, that's the objective game that SGD Omega has been known for a long time. If they don't win the team fights, they win in the objectives, and we do see that with almost 2 turrets down. Especially the middle lane turret going down because that completely opens up the jungle for Cignal Ultra, allowing them to steal a lot of resources from them.
Yeah, Desenia here with a Star Shard. You also got a very early Calamity Reaper rather on Zoo He came Zoo on his way on building the Blalo Sacks, but Essen was the first one to tag it. Curse Helmet onto the side of D.
Okay, I'm really liking the items on Cignal Ultra right now. Endless Battle onto Few. He's able to join team fights confidently with 1 more core, but right now, in like a 3 or 4 man skirmish, he'll do well.
He'll do well. He'll not only do well, that's the big difference between Gary and Claude. Gary just needed Endless Battle to join parties. And now we got the turtle here secured by the members of SGD. No contention coming in from Cignal Ultra.
You think this is going to stack up the more turtles that they give? Because this is the second turtle that they just gave for free.
It will stack up. It will stack up, especially on Toshino. Toshino is a big threat here. So this is not yet a sure game and a good game for Cignal Ultra. Look at the goal there. That's 1-7 for both of these 2 teams.
Still pretty good. Kenji popping the Continent Inferno just to push back Cignal Ultra. Few needs to check himself before he wrecks himself. And up top it's Eson and Desenia going for this turret. Plus that's in the bushes. This is going to be Heath and Cartesi answering. But look at that, how quick. Because Toshino is able to just go.
Yeah. So they're mirroring. They're just mirroring on each other, but of course they get a catch onto Dets. And Dets, does he have any ultimate hitting to gas that man? Goes for the jump onto Kimsu, bouncing ball away. No first skill to walk away as well.
That's still a lot of space created. SGD Omega took a lot of time to take down Tets there. But if anything, Cignal Ultra, they managed to equalize the scoreboard here. Sure, 3-5 is the scoreline, but less than 1,000 gold lead, less than 500 gold lead here for SGD Omega. It's still pretty doable. Cignal Ultra just needs to make sure that they secure the middle lane, the tier 1 turret. That's the opening there for them.
Here's what sucks. This is a blue map, as far as I'm concerned, and the death on Tets earlier was on code 4. He could have gotten out of there. He could have charged up a rage. I mean, a revenge and jumped out. That was very disheartening.
Actually going for that buff, you can escape like this. Just taking the route towards the mid lane side. Very interesting there. But still, Cignal Ultra, at least it's well that this is not one-sided heavily against them. It's pretty even on this match.
That's been a Rooney, but I'm just gonna say though, SGD Omega not in a good spot here. I mean, they are in a good spot because they're able to go for the pincher maneuver onto Cignal Ultra. There goes the last insanity. Be committed onto Cignal Ultra there. That's gonna be very bad for Cignal Ultra. This is the momentum swing from SGD Omega that they badly need.
That is a big disaster there, ladies and gentlemen, especially with Desenia.
Yeah.
It was forced out. It was dueling against Hit. And of course, what Kimse did, it went all in with the last insanity so that he can force out the Black Shoes. Upon casting the Black Shoes, Desenia returned onto 3 members of SGD.
Yep, it was not fun for Desenia. Black Shoes not going to save you in a situation like that. This is the first Lord being taken right now by SGD. Cignal Ultra on the verge of contesting. I wonder if they're going to get away with this.
Wonder so. That is the first Lord secured by the members, of course, of SGD. Goes for Eson. That's Sonata getting the sympathy. The last bullet not connecting. Doesn't matter though. As Cartesi will be doing him. And now we got this Terisla against Cignal Ultra going down. SGD now has the lead of this game. At Seeker 1, 3,000 in their favor.
Yeah, 8 minutes. Kind of late, but it's either late or never.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so sad for Cignal Ultra. They have the nice momentum early on, but I think the catch on that
Yeah, the catch on that was bad. And look at Esson's record, 0-3-0. His penalty zones have not been hitting, and the best that he's been doing has been pushing back two members of SGD Omega until they rotate. So he's been what? A doorstop. He needs to do more, I think, and that penalty zone in the Lord was perfect example. That was a perfect example of how he's been working the past 9 minutes.
Yeah.
There needs to be more here.
There needs to be more here. We got the Lord pushing in to the inner top lane turret. Also, you have to take note that Kenji, same playstyle as he always do. The Pro is going to go for the 4-1 config. Going to be converging up top and maybe in the mid lane as they take another inner turret. That is quick. This is escalating so bad against Cignal Ultra. Ladies and gentlemen, Cignal Ultra needs a miracle. The Bulls coming back because if they lose this one, they loses the chance to stay in MPL.
Don't get me wrong though, Cignal Ultra is still pretty much in the game. We're about to reach 10 minutes. Carry's starting to be a bit of a deal here for SGD Omega, but it's just the initiates that is missing here from Cignal Ultra. Sure, we've been seeing good hurricane dances from D. We've seen good penalty zones, but they're not in the right spot though. Always connecting to a lot of people, connecting to where it matters, but no rotations from them. And the contrary, SGD Omega was able to rotate back into Cignal Ultra and secure the kills.
And especially if Kenji is the one pushing, there's no chance that they can actually walk away from their own base. They're going to be siege hard here until a Lord will come out.
If it's any requiem for Cignal Ultra, Few has not died, not once. So he can still just keep farming up, and we've seen this before. I believe it was in week 3 or 4 that Few won almost a 3v1 fight against an export. And he used the export small cone to step back into the blind spot and take down the export. So I guess in this situation, it still could happen. They haven't been penetrated. There's still hope.
There is still hope for Cignal Ultra. That one is clear, ladies and gentlemen. But I hope there is still 6,000 gold lead in favor of SGD Omega. And Cignal Ultra is still locked up on their own base. 80 seconds onto the timer of the second Lord of the
Sucks. You're trapped in your own base.
I mean, this is not a foreign spot for Cignal Ultra. They've been here multiple times, even in grand finals.
They're comfortable here, as far as I'm concerned. But really, up to what degree can you say that, right? Oh, look at Few taking Cryptsuit down a peg. That's very good signs of life.
Yeah.
I saw that.
That is a sign of life there. Ooh. Again, Few has no depth. And still the late game will favor Cignal Ultra here. Again, we did mention that the lineup of Cignal Ultra should be good, but the problem there is, of course, the minimal catch on the defense and Eson not being online. What they want to be careful, though, is this the time where Kenji also starts popping off.
The Festival of Blood is magnified at this point because of the items on Kenji. And he does pick up the Endless Battle, so he wants to fight here.
That is his third core item.
He wants to scuffle.
And scuffling is not going to be far from reality, because SGD Omega will have to force out an engagement near the Lord area so that Cignal Ultra will be wiped out, and that's going to be game number 1.
Here we go. 7 seconds into the Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself because this could be a deciding moment for Cignal Ultra, one of the biggest fan base as well for Mobile Legends. Again, Cignal Ultra, what they need is to secure this series at 2-0, not 2-1. If they lose one series, that's it for them. If they lose one game, that's it for them.
Yeah. And here we go. Cignal Ultra needs to secure this Lord, but that's going to be D being caught off. Immortality is going to be popped.
Oh, that was a free kill on the D.
That's a free kill.
No chance.
Nothing you could say there. Desenia getting hit by every single bullet of that Sonata. Kudos to the chef. Toshino taking him out from maximum range. Few as well, trying to go 1v1 against Gripsu. He is taken down by Eson, finally getting a kill with that penalty zone. Going up against Caldezy and Kenji this time. Few throwing out the light wheel. He is going to be backing out as he should be. Eson surviving barely with the body of Smith, helping him out with the push onto Tyrant's Rage underneath the turret. It's not going to be enough. Kenji and Caldezy is at maximum tankiness right now as Toshino takes the Lord all by himself.
If anything, that Tyrant's Rage did not help them at all. But D does have the Hurricane Dance, pins Caldezy, pushing them back, and that will allow Few to secure another kill.
Oh, Few is still alive, man! Few!
Yeah, Few is still alive. He's in the back lines. Kenji's gonna go for the push there in the mid.
That's almost. They need one good hold at least. A good catch there done in by D. That was just quite unfortunate that D was caught near the Lord. It's a usual habit of D. It was a good read of D. If you are playing against Cignal Ultra and you're starting the Lord, expect D should be around.
Behind,
Much
yeah.
like last D. Much like last D.
Yeah.
And that has always been the read against D. And D is a player who's, if caught on that kind of act, is always dead.
Yeah, always. And I thought for a second that even if a few members of SGD left him, he was still going to go down. And, as it is, that was like the kill on Tets earlier where it wasn't called for. It shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, but at least no inhibitor trade is still down for Cignal Ultra.
Oh,
Yeah,
boys.
that's the thing. And SGD Omega has been pushing that inhibitor trade for 11 minutes since the 11-minute mark. 3 minutes has passed. That's a lot of time. So there is a bigger ray of hope.
And Few hasn't died yet, so let's just keep that in mind.
I have Few here is the only hope.
And this is the first time we've seen Cignal Ultra out of their base for the past 4 or 5 minutes.
Yes,
so.
yes.
Signs of life. Oh,
Signs
yes.
of life. But they were able to walk out of their base. That's the good part about this. Able to survive the Lord Siege. Able to survive despite me going down. Few is still alive on this.
Okay, D again, not getting caught, 1,000-pounder out, safe. I like it.
And Few almost face checking.
Oh,
My heart.
oh, your stats with the bouncing ball to save himself. Heath with the hammer out to push him. He is
SGD
gonna
knows this.
disengage.
SGD knows this. All they need to catch is Few and this is over.
Oh yeah, but then again, there's not much dive on their back right here. So now they're being pushed out.
I haven't seen a flicker into an implosion yet.
Yeah.
That might be a game changer.
That might be a game changer.
It's yet to happen.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for the proper opportunity for SGD Omega to start sieging up. They're allowing the minion waves to push in. Cignal Ultra, they can defend this. They just need to make sure that they deal with Toshino and Carl Tisi first. Just like what you said, it is hard penetrating this back line from SGD Omega.
True damage is a lot of hassle for export, right?
Yeah.
Sucks. Well, we'll see.
If I rack armor, ain't gonna do nothing there. Tats with the chop, bouncing ball out.
Okay. He's just baiting. He's just baiting.
Safe.
He's just baiting.
Oh man. I mean, that's good because if they rain down the oats upon you, you know that you have a window.
Yes.
So that's what he's waiting. The mistake on the side of SGD Omega.
Yeah.
But the discipline, though, you gotta look at that. The
But
discipline.
that's really going gangster with that kind of
Yep.
finishing.
Oh.
Actually, he doesn't need to do that. You have to remember. That's one. Need to back out again.
Okay, he needs to wait for the CC because that jump is very important. That revenge is very important.
And SGD Omega is already level locked here.
Yeah.
Cignal Ultra, not yet. Not everybody. These still
45
pretty
seconds.
low.
45 seconds into the Lord. They need to manage this minion wave now as a new window will present itself for SGD to go for the push. And remember, after the first Lord, what they were able to take is 1 or 50% of the health. Oh, but inhibitor chariot? Are they going for the chase down?
Nope. I think they're better off not. They're better off not doing that. Real quick, item check. I think Few has everything now, yeah? He got Queen's Wings, he's got that Golden Staff, he's got that Bloodlust Axe, he's got everything. I mean, at some point, you gotta sell that Raptor, yes?
Yes.
I mean, if anything, Few can fight now. He can fight. He can.
But he needs his front line.
He needs him. And it's Akai and Terizla, and they. Yeah, they're good.
And Kufra, don't forget that.
The one-sided game is starting out to be a battle of attrition here. An exciting one that is. Things will get even. Another 3 minutes more, and this is an even fight now.
Yeah, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Lord has spawned, and both teams are at the bay.
Yeah, they're going to try to go for a Senya is actually going to go down. This is not going to be the opening.
Oh, the flag
Cignal Ultra,
catching.
look at the last insanity committed to a lot of people. On the side of Cignal Ultra, Few is in a bad spot. He's going to go down. This is the damage dealers out. D and the rest of Cignal Ultra, they need to back off here because this is not going to be a fight that they will win.
D dropping right there. Effort also in the threat of going down. Penalty zone, just barely knocking people in, but he has no damage on his back. Tet is going for the charge here. The jump, not getting anyone. Bouncing ball into his core, helping Kenji, but it's not going to do anything here. It's over. Down goes all 5 members of Cignal Ultra. SGD Omega going for the core. No question here. It's an 18-minute game for SGD. It's going to be 1-0 in this best of 3.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That removes the chance for Cignal Ultra to come into the playoffs. The craziest part here is that what a nice setup there by SGD.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was a very nice setup. That was a perfect Lord bait, a cut done in by Kenji. Kurtzi hiding on that side branch, catching the Senior. Started with the Senior's face check. Like I mentioned earlier before we head into the game, You just need to wait out those mistakes
Yeah.
from Cignal Ultra.
Both of them actually. I really like what Tets was doing. If Tets did it a few more times and SGD caught on, he would have done the same thing, but on his terms. And I really like what was happening up until that point, where Indesenia died so fast to Carl Tizzy. And I just gotta say, Esson came online a little too late. Esson started to contribute just way too late.
5 minutes too late. 5 minutes too late. If we were there a bit earlier, it could have been different. But let's break down this fight. Cignal Ultra, how could have they won that? With the current circumstances they have, how could have they won that?
You know what sucks is you're asking us how they could have won.
Yeah.
I'm looking at right now in my head, the moment where they lost.
Where they lost, yeah, that's the problem. I mean,
It's so good, it's so perfect on the side of SGD that they decided to pick the fight the way they did, up top like that.
I would understand Cignal Ultra to go. It was the Lord. They need to contest that Lord.
It's the only way.
Yeah, they lost it when it's only just D who went to the Lord. But the problem there was of the habit, the small mistakes, the face check there by Desenia. He has black shoes. Wasn't able to press that one. Yeah, it was a very quick burst.
Yeah. And picking the fight where they decided to do it, it was just bad for few. Carry could not do anything in an area like that.
Yeah.
You're too close to everyone, and yeah, you're just bound to die within seconds.
And that is, that begs the question, what adjustment do we need to see from Cignal Ultra here? It's looking bleak for them, to be completely honest.
They have a series down. They have a game down. Is there a chance for them to even win, even if they go 2-1 in the series? Is there?
No. What they need is
A 2-0.
+2. So what they need is a 2-0. Even if they win the series, that's
It's just a +1.
What they'll get is a +1, and that wouldn't offset the score of the Evo sitting at number 8. Right now, that is
This is
very heavy.
This is so disheartening.
Yeah, they're
How
very
do you-
close to the players. How do you even play
how
the
do you-
next series knowing that you already lost?
How do you continue on
Yeah.
knowing that there's no point in this? I hate to sound so pessimistic,
Yeah,
but I'm just putting myself in their shoes.
Yeah.
And the best thing I could do is the adjustment here is, I don't know, alleviate a little bit of the weight from few.
Yeah, this is one of the worst part of being a professional player. It's not one, it's the worst part, I think.
It is.
Losing. I mean, losing, we do know losing is
It's part of the job.
It's part of the job. It's not bad. We do hear those kind of things. But at this point in time, these professional players, they don't need our advice. They don't need our values. They don't need wisdom. It's just win or lose for them. That's how the life of a pro player is.
If only you guys could see the faces of
Yeah,
Cignal Ultra right now. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's very heartbreaking.
And
Actually, I don't know. I mean, I would advise the League Ops to actually stop the match and throw in the towel for this one.
I don't know.
Yes, this is going to be a massacre. I mean,
there
there's
is
no hope.
no
But
match, yeah.
hey, it's the same thing with not No Limit with Finesse Phoenix last season, where they've won their first game in the last day,
On the very last
the
day.
very last day.
I mean, I think
That
that's...
eliminated Aether main too.
So they took him out together.
Yeah.
I have to also take
They're
note,
Atlas, I mean.
that's the second championship team. Champion
knocked
team.
out.
Being knocked out. Season 4 is kind of in the Chinese culture, number 4 is a very unlucky number.
Oh no.
So it's only Bren eSports
That's
that's going to be
very-
the only team vying out for the two-time
For the
title.
two-time, yeah. Man, season 4 is very bloody.
That's the storyline there.
Season 4 is
very bloody.
brutal.
It's brutal, yeah.
There's so many words to describe
Yeah.
what is going down right now in the studios. But again, we would like to thank you for joining us and staying with us all throughout. Let's get into game 2 here. Cignal Ultra on the play.
And we got the Brock and a Cho on the side of SGD.
Well,
How
not
could this
perhaps-
be different? How could this
Yeah.
be different now?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just proud of Cignal Ultra that they're banning properly.
Yes, of course.
At this point,
They're not throwing.
They're
Yeah.
not throwing.
No.
No attitude shown here. No any action
Professionals.
picks. They're still playing it. It's still their job to play. Again, if you could just see, guys, the faces of the players here.
Yeah, they could go for a series win.
Yeah. Have you
Still.
imagined going to work teary-eyed?
Yeah.
You know?
Going to work knowing that the next day you would not even go anymore.
Yeah.
And it's not your choice.
Yeah.
If it was up to you, you'd still go.
You'd still go, yeah.
It's still go. So it's not going to work. You're fired already.
Yeah.
That's something like that's the thing.
SGD are taking out the Cupra as well as the Cho. Cignal Ultra finally having opened up the Harrod for Desenia. That's a good sign.
That's somewhat of a good sign.
Harrod
And
wins games.
Harris wins games. If anything, we might see a D going for another Akai could be the case.
But I could go for Terisla here as well. Export
Terisla.
Esmeralda. I think Esmeralda.
Could be
export here.
X-Borg, Esmeralda, X-Borg, Terisla. Either way is good. They try to go for the damage. I like that.
You know what? The gloves are off here in this match.
Gloves are
Quite
off.
literally because it's starting to be sweaty.
Yeah.
But
I don't
yeah,
know how ancient that glove is.
I haven't used it for the past 5 years.
That's half a decade, my dude.
Yep. Anyway, Cignal Ultra going in for a thumbs. What do you think is a possible third pick here for them?
I like
Go for a tank. They should show their tanks now. Probably secure an Akai for
Before they
tanks.
get locked out.
Before they get locked out, yeah.
The Akai might work, yeah.
Yeah.
I said they're going to go for a Kaja.
I like the Kaja. It makes the X-Borg pay for misplaced last insanities.
Can also cut out any backline here that can come for SGD Omega.
Yeah, mess up
Although I would have wished for a Franco against the Esmeralda, but
eSports, yeah?
yeah, SN Esports.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay with this Kaja. I like the Kaja because it shuts down whatever Toshino might pick up eventually. Or, yeah, if Cignal Ultra does the snowball here, even pulling an Esmeralda or Terisla is not so bad. So, that's where they're going. Who could they ban here? Who's still lacking a hero?
Still lacking mages here. Well, hardcore dedicated mage for SGD Omega.
So, Lunox.
Lunox,
Lunox
not going
out.
to be a good bet. A Gushan maybe.
Interesting. Why are they banning out the Selena?
Is there something about Selena that we don't know?
That SGD is using? I don't know.
That's a possibility. Maybe on the side of Carl Z.
Okay, check it out. Yeah, check it out though. SGD Omega banning out the carry. Respect for few last game.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's not just respect. I mean, if you're SGD, you don't want to disrespect Cignal Ultra by giving any leeway.
Yeah?
You have to give a game that they deserve, right? So
Kimmy is... Oh no, Kimmy's still there. Alright, I'm sorry.
it's again, guys, to give you a lesson here how hard the life of a professional player is. One of the biggest sign of honor or respect for your opponent, if you're a competitive player, is to not fool around, not joke around.
Yeah.
Like take your opponent seriously.
Give your best.
Give your best.
Always.
Even if your opponent is bleeding,
Yeah.
you have to really kill him, something like that. Or you have to, how do I say this? Kick a man that is already down.
Respect
Something
them.
like
Yeah,
that.
respect
It's
them.
the best form of respect.
Yeah.
Really. You don't ridicule a player by holding back.
Don't play with
Yes,
them.
yeah. So
Just don't play with your food curry.
yeah, you don't favor if it's
Respect
you're a pro
it,
player.
respect
so,
it, just-
so you give your best picks there. So,
Go. So here's Cignal Ultra locking in their final picks. I like it. This is safe. They go for the next best thing, the Granger, and the Akai. No threat of the Akai getting locked out, so that's good. What's SGD Omega missing here?
They're missing DPS.
Yeah, they need a backline. Lunox could be.
Instead, they're still going to roll with the Tigreal.
Tigreal.
No, I don't think they should have gone for the Lunos because they already have the Gushan and the Esmeralda.
Yeah. Actually, they have a very strong front line here already. They have they have Esmeralda, not just the Gushan, Esmeralda Export plus Terisla.
Yep.
That makes it itself a very solid front line.
I'd take real.
Right, so they would just go for a backline here. Anyway, guys, yeah.
Kind of close fight though.
Yeah.
We're not going to be expecting SGD Omega to go for kites.
No, SGD Omega is a dive comp.
That
All
is a
in.
dive comp. That is an
All
all-in
in.
comp. That is a very durable comp.
That is the most diviest I've ever seen it.
Now this asks a question. Game 3?
I think so. I think
Might
so.
be a
I like the
game
Harriet.
Should be a game.
I like
three.
the Harriet.
By draft, that should be a game 3. But and my keyword here is, sorry for the word, guys. I'm very sorry for the word. It's euthanize. I think SGD should euthanize Cignal Ultra.
And the question is though, is Cignal in a euthanistic mood? Because I believe that they still have the fighting chance. Because again, if SGD Omega is respecting Cignal the way that we say that they should, then Cignal should as well, right?
Again, they know this is a no-betting game. But yeah, they can take away a game for SGD. I think for
Take away
Cignal
a
Ultra,
series even.
Yeah. A series even. But probably what I want for Cignal, I mean, I'm considering the team here.
Yeah.
What I can do is just maybe this is called a reflection game.
Yeah, like learn what I can.
Like learn what I can. Probably just your last hurrah for MPL, something like that.
Yes.
We'll see. Let's just, as casters, take it as it is. You know, And let's take it away with a hero rundown.
Let's take it away with a hero rundown. Game number 2, we got Cignal Ultra, Esson on that Thams, Few on that Granger, Tets on that Akai, D on that Kaja, and Daisenia on the Herod.
On the side of SGD Omega, they are on the red side. It's Kripzu on the X4, Carl Tizi as Ergushan, Toshinu as the Esmeralda, Heath once more on the Tigreal, and Kenji as the Trisla.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, this best of 3 series is lead on at game 2 with a 1-0 score in favor of SGD Omega. Again, for the overall standings, that leaves Cignal Ultra as eliminated for our playoffs event. So, what is being competed here is for SGD to enter an upper bracket slot.
Down goes Desenia. Up top, Esson is also in threat of being taken down. It's a 3-man rotation up top. Kaltizi, Kriptu, and Kenji. It's Tets to the rescue. Is it enough? He does not have his kit just yet. He's very soft.
Yeah, he only has the blender and the 1,000-pounder. Not going to be enough for anybody to secure a kill there. And this is
just
not...
torching him.
Cooking the panda.
That's and that we see a level 3 cushion.
Oh, there's the kill as well against the Tigreal. Dive in, done by D, but of course that would be a 1-for-1 as Toshino completes that kill. Although 2 supports or 2 tanks were removed here, there's still 1 kill given towards the
Turtle
main.
resurrecting
Yep.
soon.
It's this is a hard game to watch.
Well, it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Much like the players here doing their best, we should also go and continue commentating on this. Again, there is the dive done in by Kenji. You can actually see how kind of blockbuster the rotations coming in from Cignal Ultra here. They're kind of converging here for the mid lane side as the turtle is now set in. Level 4 counts, you got 3 members here coming in from SGD Omega, whereas, 2 with Pew being on level 5 here on the Granger.
Very good for few, but I think right now who you need to be at level 4 is D and Desenia. That's who you want early game if you want to get back, right? And they are going to try to go for this contest down bottom. Few and D, is it going to be enough from them? Desenia as well as Tets on the return. Here we go. This turtle is going to go down any second now. Turtle taken out by D. Quick fight. Desenia locking down the Zaman Force. Kenji looking really low with the penalty zone. Pulled by D's DJ. And he does get taken down. Kaltizi looking low as well. Desenia with the damage. Gets hopped up by
explosion.
Few, ladies and gentlemen, done it by hit as well, but of course, Few, again with the pre-hits that it was able to secure a total of a 3-4-2 exchange. Who made an explosive damage? Ison? Was that Ison?
It was
AOE?
I believe so. Well, no, if it was burst, it wasn't Ison.
It was on hit?
Yeah, he did implosion, yeah.
He did the implosion.
Yeah, I said, here comes a Tigreal.
that was a flicker implosion.
Finally, he does it.
He did a flicker implosion.
I got surprised, to be honest.
They got 5-5, ladies and gentlemen.
5-5, Cignal Ultra, Signs of Life.
Yeah.
200 gold, 100 gold lead even.
What they did was what we usually do in Mobile Legends. We play again. When things go down, things go up. You just go play again.
Just one more.
Just play again.
Maybe I'll get it. One more.
One last game. Before we sleep, something like that.
Before we sleep. And
yeah, man. Every time you say one more game before we sleep, you always sleep at 5 a.m. I don't know about you.
5-1 a week.
Dude, 5 a.m. Dude, I'm pretty sure I see the sun when I go to sleep these days.
Hey, man,
make sure you see the sun.
I don't know, guys, but every time I sleep at 5 a.m., I always have to review the replays.
All right, well, but you still sleep at 5 a.m. though.
No, I say we last until 5 a.m.
Oh, all right. Neither here nor there, ladies and gentlemen. We are still watching Cignal Ultra versus SGD Omega. Cartesian Heat going on a rotation. Falling Star Moon underneath the turret. Few looking really low. So is Tets, but he does lock in Toshino. And here comes Grimzu with the last insanity, but he is under a Zaman Force. Few gets the kill.
And they were disastrous on the tower dive. SGD Omega lost 2 members here against Cignal Ultra.
Man, that was again textbook Cignal Ultra that we've been seeing, but time and time again we see SGD Omega just being able to control the game as soon as we reach the mid-game stage of the game. Right now, Cignal Ultra, sure, able to secure that first turret, actually sieging up the second tier 2 turret in the bottom lane. They should be able to keep the pressure going, force SGD Omega in a bad spot.
And you have to remember here, Nomad, that again, SGD Omega can still not drop any game here. They're also vying for that upper bracket slot. And of course, you want to start the playoffs, not playing a high-pressure game in the lower bracket.
Yeah, you want to have the comfort of dropping. And of course, finishing very strong in the upper bracket. That's very good for morale.
You do know that if you win twice in the upper bracket, you're automatically in the finals.
Yep, that's all you need to do.
All you need to do.
To become champion. Oh no, we are
in M1.
We are so close. We're so close to playoffs, and it's getting to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I just need to share with you guys, No Match Yinbu. I think SGD Omega is one of the best at doing this, where they're able to pivot so well. Remember earlier where it seemed like Cignal Ultra still had the game?
Yeah.
But as soon as SGD turned it, the gloves were off, as we say, and it was their game. They were choking out Cignal.
That was game one.
Yeah, it was
That
game
was
one.
game one, yes.
And that's one of the best things that SGD Omega does. They're able to pivot when they need to, and I think right here, right now, they're just waiting for that moment.
Clearly, especially with this powerhouse picks coming in from Cignal Ultra.
Oh,
And
penalty
here-
zone.
Yeah, penalty zone, but of course there goes the backup. He wants to go all in. Lots of damage still coming in from the full Rhapsody of View. Oh,
Crypto
Crypto
gonna go for the last insanity. Is that gonna be worth? That is.
did attack View.
That's not a
Good gamble?
That's not a good gamble.
Very
Tried to secure the kill, but it's not gonna be enough because over at the bottom lane though, Eson is getting in the 2v1 scuffle. I question that Crypto last insanity.
Very much so. He basically face checked into 3 members of Cignal Ultra, and they turned that mistake into a turret for free.
Well, that's what's there too with the Hurricane that's available.
He didn't even use it.
At best,
Oh, he
this
did,
turret
sorry.
at best, this bottom lane outer turret is also as good as destroyed. But of course, that is still not gold. That is still a gold not present into the side of SGD Omega.
Not yet.
So, for the most part, for a few seconds there, Cignal Ultra has the advantage here. Actually, 2K on the gold lead at the 7-minute mark, ladies and gentlemen. A bit of a standout here. And also a duel for the mid lane side tower dive.
Oh, that was an implosion towards the last insanity. And that is going to be Cignal Ultra coming out on top of that fight. He's going to go down as well. That is a 1-for-3 trade. This might be an easy turtle take for them, but we do see a bit of a rotation here from Toshinu going into the mid lane. Does have the Falling Star Moon available. Gonna try to go for Few, but Few able to just shoot the living hell out of Toshino. There goes the Sound Force committed by Daisenia. Makes it out alive.
That was a really bad dive.
Yeah,
That's a
and
very
he
bad dive.
knows he was alone.
From Toshino, yeah.
He knows he was
He
alone.
knows he was alone.
And this is as free as it gets for Desenia, getting a turtle buff.
And knowing that Rondo is still up for Granger, especially when he went for the Falling Star, but clearly he won't tag Granger.
No, he got him with the Frost Moon, but not the full extent of the FSM. It's just questionable for Toshino right there.
A lot of questionable plays coming out for SGD Omega, to be completely honest. What do you think is going to be the win condition here for SGD Omega? How will they be able to turn things around?
Again, they need to pivot at the perfect time.
Yeah, they need to pivot at the perfect time, especially a pivot hero here is present, which is the Esmeralda.
Yes.
Yeah, if they go for an implosion to a perfect Falling Star, but that could be it. Also, last insanity, they have a lot of good AoEs here.
Oh, that's here, once again, doing gangster things, just making sure Kripsu and Heat are in it to win it, and he gets caught out. Zaman Force and Divine Judgment locking him in. I'm not even using Divine Judgment, I'm sorry. Just the sheer amount of damage this thing is raining down.
Yeah. And also on fuel. Ladies and gentlemen, both of the cores here coming in from Cignal Ultra is totally online. SGD Omega, ladies and gentlemen, wasn't able to push any single turret here against Cignal Ultra, as Cignal Ultra will do the work onto the final inner turret here of SGD Omega.
Man, SGD Omega has a lot of synergies going on for them. We've got the Implosion, the Falling Star Moon, and Last Insanity. And the penalty zone.
On paper, right? That's
On
what you
paper.
want to see. But right now, Cignal Ultra is owning them. No towers pulled. Obviously, the 9-kill lead is now catching up to them.
It's called Dark Cignal Ultra activated.
Yummy signal.
Yummy Cignal Ultra.
Oh no. SGD Omega, they lost the heart of the cards, dude. This is very hard. Again, we're talking about win conditions. Saying that the pivot is what's important for SGD Omega is pretty big, but I think what needs to happen here is Toshino needs to be able to catch more than 2 people with the FSM, and for Kaltizi to come back. Look at Kaltizi, we haven't mentioned, he's sitting at 0-2-4.
There we go. They can capitalize on this rotation coming in from Dance, but that is the time. Immortality is just the best that they can get from that one. Big down. Here, ladies and gentlemen, Implosion not going to be casted here. That's still committed. Immortality getting popped, and Falling Star Moon also onto the immobilized hero there. Unstoppable streak coming in from Few, and the senior gets shut down. Carl Z. Where's Carl Z? No, he's also down.
He's down. Again,
Yeah.
messy skirmish right
Messy
there.
skirmishes, yeah.
2 for 1, Kaltizi for D and Desenia. Not sure exactly how I feel about that. I think that was the Cignal Ultra's loss. They should not have traded 2 for 1.
Yeah, that was a bad engagement.
Yeah.
Really, if anything, those are the type of kills that will allow SGD Omega to come back into the game.
Especially with Toshino 4-2-1 on the Esmeralda. That is not a good headlight there. Good thing here is just Kenji is punished as well, but that is still a Terisla. And if you allow the Terisla to still tag the 15-minute mark, Terisla might plateau, but that's still okay. It's not bad as well.
His real strength really is his tankiness and the penalty zone. So as long as that's on the table, he's something to be worried about. But Crypto taking so much damage from View. Every single Rhapsody bullet going for him. That's ridiculous.
All numbers landing onto Crypto. 16-8, ladies and gentlemen. 8-kill lead here done by Cignal Ultra on top of a 7,000 gold lead. Lord is now present, and that could be initiated on pick by Cignal Ultra. That started.
Heath here just trying to scout out for his teammates. Crips who just spraying and praying into the bushes. Hopefully someone's there. If you see batteries popping out, here's a Shadow Mask being activated by Tets.
Wow, that was a bird! Hurricane Dance, that is so bad.
That's a small opening there for SGD Omega. There goes the implosion being committed, but not going to be enough. That's going to be Crimson going in for the last insanity. Not going to be connecting to a lot of people. 7-4 is going to be committed on to Crimson with a lot of people. The Falling Star is actually going to connect. Carl Tizzy will finally be able to get a kill, but that is not going to be a good fight for SGD Omega. They need to back off here. That's going to be the Maniac. On the Fuse, it's going to be Carl Tizzy on his own. Might be a Savage secured by Fuse.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is a wipeout.
A 5-for-1 exchange. All for the win here of Cignal Ultra. And they would take home their salaries. That is the Lord. As they were able to punish the one-by-one entry here of SGD Omega.
And it was all started by Heath. Of course, I mean, that was pretty bad because...
For the position too.
That's wasted his Hurricane Dance.
That could have been a nice opportunity for SGD. But Hitler did not respect the damage that can come in from View. Even Ripsu landed or casted his last insanity way too early.
And even in front of View, I think through the item check, we'll see, View already has his Bloodlust Axe. So it's going to be fine. He can sustain some damage. He can take it as long as his bullets hit.
And I don't think View's going to die anytime soon. He's sitting at 10-1 and 9. He has damage for days. He's just going to back off and he's just going to regenerate his HP. Look at the Rhapsody connecting on the Crypto. No Draga armor almost for you, but Kenji's going to be there in the front line. He's going to try to defend this Lord push. This is just a level 1 Lord too.
This is as easy as it gets to penetrate the middle here for Cignal Ultra. Note that Zaman Force is still up, so is Divine Judgment and Hurricane Dance. There's a lot that Cignal Ultra can do here to threaten SGD's lineup. Penalty zone being used right there, plus an implosion and last insanity. Everything being thrown out to no avail. Crips who bite in the dust. Desaying though, being taken out by Heath. Kaltizi having to back off. He is going to be really low here. Pull onto Toshinu. Down he goes. It's 3-for-1 currently. It's Kenji and Kaltizi left to defend. I don't think it's going to be enough for them. This is SGD Omega on the ropes right now, and Cignal Ultra is going to just take their sweet time. They're not going to force the issue here. I think that's smart of them. Down goes Kaltizi by jumping in, and he takes out Few on the way. This is game 2 for Cignal Ultra.
Securing a game number 2, that's not bad, but that's going to put SGD Omega in a tight spot here if they lose this.
If they lose the series.
If they lose the series, and it's not changing the emotions of SGD Omega here. Cignal Ultra is still going to be the same. Completely understandable, but this begs the question. How will SGD play game number 3? They know that Cignal Ultra is slowly coming back into the game.
Well, Harry. They need to ban Harry.
The Harry.
I think that was open too much.
It was so odd that
they need to respect you. They need to respect you. They've been engaging on and on without making sure that Few is at least zoned out effectively. Like Few is getting all the fields that he needs. He was effective on that high pressure game 1 on the carry. And what wouldn't you be surprised if it happens as well on this game 2, right? And this time with SGD being more aggressive.
Yeah, check it out. This whole early game, it benefited the messy skirmishes benefited Cignal Ultra. Given that SGD Omega has no clear core to rely on, right? There's no the Grangers on the other side. They have no carry, no Kimmy, no one to really just say, you know what, it's all new now. It was spread out on all of them, and all of these very messy skirmishes led to Cignal Ultra just taking advantage of that and giving so much to Few.
Yeah, and I do understand, Liga here, that you know, SGD Omega has no backline artillery. They have an all-in composition, but it doesn't excuse them from going one by one.
No.
Going one by
If
one.
anything, it's worse.
It's worse,
Right?
SGD Omega's lineup is them going in all at the same time. Just one command, all ultimate's going to pop in. But we didn't see that happen. I mean, there were a couple of times where SGD Omega finally figured out their combo there. We did see that a bit of that there, but I don't know. In Cignal Ultra, this should have been the game during game number 1, but I don't know. It's still hard.
Yeah, there was what, 1 or 2 moments where in the implosion and penalties don't
It's
happen.
literally one of the saddest victories. The victory in MPL, you know.
I remember during season 3 where Finesse Phoenix did not win anything, but when they won their first game, they were so hyped.
Against Aether.
Against Aether
That was
Atlas,
against
yeah.
Aether, yeah.
And now it's...
And they were both teams that didn't even qualify for the playoffs, right?
Yeah,
They
no,
both knew this.
That was the reason why Atlas wasn't able to qualify.
Oh, there you go. See, that's both of them, and that sucks. That's so heavy. That's so heavy. And with a heavy heart, we see Cignal Ultra here just soldiering on, and this is the best that we can expect from them, right? They're still sportsmen. They're still professional, and that kudos to them, right? They're still able to pull off this win. And if anything, they're going to take SGD Omega down with them. Make sure that they go to the lower brackets, right? That's the best that they can expect.
If I'm going down, you're going down.
You're going
with
down.
me. Quite literally down to the lower bracket.
Like Cell.
Right? Yeah. If I'm out, then
like
you're
Frieza,
down.
Or like Frieza, you know. It's a Frieza moment here.
The final flush. But, okay. What is the game plan here for SGD Omega to maintain their lead? Ban out Harith, you mentioned that earlier on. What else? Should they change their playstyle completely? Because Cignal Ultra kind of had a grasp on their playstyle now going into game number 2.
They need to neutralize few.
Yeah.
They need to
neutralize
check few.
Check few.
A little more than usual, because game 1, obviously, it was on Few's shoulders. Game 2, they did not watch Few enough, right? They did not watch Few enough, and they were very ballsy with their lineup. That was ridiculous to assume that you could go all in dive comp and not pay the price.
Yeah.
And I think they need to quit it with the Tigreal. I'm sorry.
All right, let's see here. Blue side Cignal.
And we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, we're good with the Tigreal. We're hyped by game 1, game 2, not much anymore. Game 3, it will be ridiculous.
It worked once. You got away with it.
Yeah,
all right.
and game 2 was, ironically, game 2 was the time when we've been seeing very, very good implosions from the Tigreal as well.
The flicker implosion. That's the first time we saw it, right?
And penalty zone implosion.
Oh. We're like children. It's like,
Third time's the charm, though.
Yeah.
I guess. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Third time's the charm.
All
sorry.
right. So let us see Cignal Ultra blue side here. X-Borg gonna be banned here. Open me to that.
It's usually a reset. You very rarely remember what happened in game 1 and 2, right? It's helping everyone out. Again, this is why I think their drafts are one of the strongest. And I'm sorry, I kind of lost it there. I may have blurted out a few words that I now regret. That Tigreal is okay, you know, 1 for 1. It's 50-50. Don't take it out on my count.
Very, very good win rate there, if you ask me.
Right? Better than most heroes, I think.
Better than Mia.
Got first priority, ladies and gentlemen. We got available big series. Tigreal. Oh, there you go. That's it.
Right. They'll be at the top.
No.
All right, better.
No, that's good.
But this does not mean that the Tigreal is not going to show up.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You make a good point.
Right?
Yes. I think that's the signature pick now for SGD.
Right?
Make the Tigreal merch.
Yeah. Watch out, guys.
Watch out.
Tigreal
Playoffs.
merch. Tigreal merch.
Playoffs. Yes.
If anything,
Tigreal Omega.
if they make Tigreal work in game number 3,
They got a cushion. It's in the hands of Desenia, probably. Or maybe if you...
I'm thinking it's Desenia. I'd like for this to be on Desenia because all of the good marksmen are still open. And Selena's still up.
Yes.
But I don't really see very good results coming from a Selena and Goshen lineup.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
crazy to double down there.
Yeah, that's a very strong pick-off. But the problem there is, of course, on the AoE damage and also the wave play.
It's hard. It's hard. You can't play from behind in that situation.
Yes.
Goshen already not very good from behind.
yeah.
So, we can't force the issue like that.
Might see another Granger now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But it is going to be SGD Omega who is going to get the first pick. And a ban. So, it's Carry and Granger here, hot commodities.
A carry would make sense for Cignal Ultra, especially considering the fact that Few is a bit of a play-safe type of player. He can still work from a deficit. A Granger might work well.
Granger for sure works well. There's very few counters to Granger these days. The same counters for the Kimmy, same counters for the carry exist for the Granger, but the only thing is Granger goes online so much sooner.
Yeah, he does.
Boys, I just failed to notice that the Rizla went underneath our radars for the longest time.
Got bad for Cignal
check it
Ultra,
out.
and it's not... ArkAngel got prioritized compared to the Terrorista.
Okay, SGD Omega, what is this?
Picking.
Banning out the Bruno. And I think they're going to pick up the carry or the Granger here. It's still open though. Granger's going to be picked up by Cignal Ultra here. I love the Bruno respect.
I think
They respect Fuse Bruno.
they respect the Bruno compared to the Granger. That's
Scary.
simply put. If it's me, even though that's just one game, that
did really well, yeah.
I think that build went really well. I also believe in the strength of Bruno, but I think it needs to be discovered more. At least the team has a lot of time going into the playoffs. I have a lot of expectation of Bruno by playoffs time.
That's a statement, yeah.
Very
Banning out the
much.
Bruno.
Very much a statement. Of
Oh,
course. No, don't do this right now. Oh, locking in the Dairoth is Cignal Ultra.
Why does it look like Essen did not intend that to happen?
I don't know. We would have to call League off, but they're not. So this seems to be on purpose. They are highlighting the Moscow here, and they've locked it in.
And it's only going to be...
That's a Moscow.
That is a Moscow. It's going to be
Moscow,
secured.
my friend.
Moscow.
My friend, we are finally seeing a Moscow in this game.
Comrades.
Yes, my friend.
Moscow is in the building.
Moscow is in the building, indeed, my friends. But I will ask you, my friends, what are your predictions going into this?
My best guess, my friend, is Cignal Ultra will fight this to the end.
I believe that I gotta go for the safe route here, boys. SGD Omega. Not sure about that Dairoth and that Moskov. Moskov, I think unseen before in MPL Season 4, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We've
Yes.
seen Dairoth, very bad win rate. So, I'm gonna go with the numbers. I'm gonna say SGD Omega.
I'm going to have to go through the same thing. SGD Omega is going to be
Shit,
there.
You have no wait, my friend.
My friend is not...
my friend on Moscow.
My friend, my babushka told me to trust the numbers. The numbers do not lie, but we are going to dive straight into game number 3.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Cignal Ultra, SGD Omega. Let's go ahead and run down the teams here real quick.
Nothing to win, nothing to lose. Cignal Ultra on the blue side. Isan here on Dairoth. Visania on the Christian. That's for the Kufra. D for the Greg, and Few on the Moscow.
SGD Omega, on the other hand, though, they are being threatened here to drop into the lower bracket.
I
It's
drop.
Kenji on that Tams, Carl Teasy as our Esmeralda, Toshino on that carry, Heath as Biakai, and Kripsu as Kasha.
Straight off the bat, you are seeing both these teams playing it really safe, especially SGD Omega. Not a lot of invades compared to what we saw during game number 1 and game number 2.
Okay, you know what? On paper, it makes sense why you would pick Moscow. He has a blink. He's got good armor penetration. He has the potential to, attack through people who are stacked up. And look at the Senya though, looking really low now. Toshino getting that first kill. Really good for his bounty hunter. Heath as well on the threat of being killed. And he does go down right here, taken out by Kenji. Heath dropped by Esson. Esson looking really low. Not going to be long for this world as Kenji takes him out. Tet being killed by Carl Teasy off camera. Very messy. 4-for-1 in advantage is SGD Omega.
A total of 4-for-1. I do think Few already transitioned to going for a full marksman.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's the only option. It's the only option. Who else would you give it to at this point? Look at that beautiful skin on Moscow.
Yes, man.
Again, I like seeing new heroes, but also I don't like them being played, willy-nilly.
Yeah.
So I trust Few, though. I trust Few.
Yeah, he
Well,
made
Few is
Bruno work.
consistent. If I know Few, there's one thing. You cannot easily kill Few.
Sure, of course.
Even the squishiest of heroes.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So you're saying we might see a Mia in the near future? 'Cause I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? Keep your pants on, all right? Just relax.
Hey.
Relax, my friend. Oh, nice jump by Tet. Bouncing ball to lock in Kripsu. Desenia getting the kill. Heath, 1,000-pounder onto the ball. There is no ball left for Tet to ride on, and he is killed by Toshino. That's 200 free gold in just 2 minutes, 30 seconds
That's the
for your
problem.
boy.
202 on Toshino, ladies and gentlemen. All these rotations coming in from SGD Omega is not Bricari on an AFK lane, but rather is joining the party. All present, 100, no, around 80% kill party.
Oh, that's going to be another kill by Esson. On to Esson as well.
I really don't like the Theorot. I'm sorry, boys. Oh,
And that's
trap
a beautiful
is a
pin.
Grok. Good night, D, says Toshino. Another 100 gold in his pocket. He wants some blood. And Desenia seems to be on the menu. And Toshino is hungry. Your boy needs to eat. Kenji gets the kill.
2-7, ladies and gentlemen, view here with the farm. Swings are not there then. That's trying to guess if someone is hiding onto a side brush as well. That's the big difference here. I think SUD Omega has a good read that the Moscow will be farming onto one side, prioritize farming. So that's why they decided that, come on, Toshino, join us.
Yep, let's go aggro
Let's
here.
go aggro here.
D here trying to go for the steal. He does not get it. Instead, he goes for the power of nature onto 3 members of SGD Omega, pushing them back. But Omega already has a turtle, and it's too little too late.
Too little, too late. And yeah, I completely agree with Shinbu there. SGD Omega's strength. Oh, wait, hold up, though. They're going to be catching Crypto off guard. Yeah, nice dive in there by Tats. And this is going to be Heath going in for another dive in as well. Flicker's going to be expended by Eson, and he needs to run away.
That's a life-saving flicker.
It is. It's not going to be used aggressively as you typically see from a Dairoth player, but hey. But yeah, I agree with what Shinbu said. SGD Omega's advantage here is the team fights because Moskov will not be anywhere near his teammates until we reach the 8-minute mark at the very least.
Yeah, at least maybe one core item, probably some heavy component item.
But check this out, boys. I'm not feeling good about Few's chances in the late game because there's more than a few ways that SGD can get you, right?
Yes,
there's the
Kaja.
Falling Star Moon. Kaja can get you. You can get trapped by a Hurricane Dance. That's looking really low now. Charging up the revenge to just run away.
There's a lot of options to catch actually.
Right? It's so crazy. It's so scary.
That's the problem because one of our casters doesn't have faith, my friend.
My friend, it's not. My friend, it's not that I don't have faith with Moscow. I have not have faith on
the draft because SGD Omega really looks really solid.
It's so solid, dude.
Solid lineup. It's a draft that wants to, let's take this game. Let's not be ridiculous.
Let's not go to the lower brackets.
We're good here. We need the extra, space to make it to the finals.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, M1 though coming up once more. Let me remind you that the winner of the grand finals and the runner-up will make it into Worlds. Toshino once more taking out Teds. That's another 100 gold. Toshino looking really low though. He does flicker in through the den, and Desenia looking really low. Heath gets the finishing touch.
Yeah. No auto attack. I no skills.
Nope,
just an auto attack.
Just a right click.
Just a right smack in the face there.
A swing
against
with
the
a stick.
Yeah. Alright, 3:30 to our score, ladies and gentlemen. Get a 6K gold here by SGD Omega. Further ticket here to a 7,000 after a turtle is secure. They're going to be pulling off campaign here for the bottom lane side. D was spotted here by Cartzy. And of course, no other turret should be available. Meanwhile, Essen going to be doing his job up top. D walking out while Charge gets checked here by the Divine Judgment.
How crazy was that? He wild charged into the DJ.
Into the DJ.
You see that?
Yeah.
It's as if he was asking for it.
Pinned by Heath, catching 2 people as well.
Oh, beautiful. Jump there done in by here on the Akai. Now I do understand why this Akai was prioritized over the Derista.
6 minutes in, 2, 3, potentially 4 turrets going to go down. 4 turrets are already down, actually, in favor of SGD Omega.
None for Cignal. None for Cignal. I'm feeling for Few here. He did pick up Bounty Hunter. I'm pretty sure he could have just chosen something else there if he was just not going to join fights anyways.
He picked up Bounty Hunter, but he was the one bounty hunted.
Oh, he got a bounty on his head.
By Toshino.
Oh, man.
5-0 and 6.
Call Toshino. Yo, call Toshino dog, dude. Call Toshino dog. Kenji, a lot of trouble on him. He does look really low, and he gets blocked by D. Down he goes. D gets the finishing touch, but off cam. Tets is killed by Cartesi.
Crimson wants to catch someone, was able to spot out Desenia, decided with the Divine Judgment, 3 hit done in by Toshino, and that's Desenia down. There's another one here, that's gonna be D. Of course, dealing up with a hit, pumping.
Whoa, tag fight. Oh, Crips is just waiting. He said like, okay man, I got you, I can see, don't worry about it. Oh, come on. Here we go. What? I'm putting a wall. Put a wall up. What's good?
What are you gonna do,
What's
bro?
good? What's good?
You know the SpongeBob reference, like, it's fun here hanging out with you.
Oh yeah. And then when Squidward thought SpongeBob was gonna blow up,
with the wall.
With the wall between us.
That's what happened. Oh man. But then again, that fight was just unfruitful for everyone involved. That was so bad.
A lot of time was wasted there for both of these guys.
A record amount of time.
Yeah.
Longest amount of time, nothing happened.
How to hang out with your buddy with the ball between.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the next play for the late game for Wolf.
Oh, man. Oh, Crypto paying the price. D finally getting one of the culprits.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't exactly the Akai, but he'll take it.
Yeah, they'll take whatever they have.
Well, the thing here is the turtle is also present, but look at SG. They're just going to be camping in this lanes. Of course, they decided to take Charles. They decided to take and rotate for the turtle. Meanwhile, Hit and Toshino still wants to pull off the siege. I think the turtle despawned, and we're able to take the turtle. Yeah, it did despawn, and we get the Lord present.
Yeah, very early. Toshino is thinking about it, and he might just go for it. Yep.
He should be able to do this.
Yeah. Crypto's going to follow up. He is going to help out here. You know what? I'm a little sad because right now, sure, we're going to give it to SGD, right? But I want that Moskov to pay off. I really want to see Moskov
at
work.
least for fun, right? Yeah. I mean, he was one that only, but you know, by this point, Moskov would hurt a lot.
Yeah.
And that's Toshino hurting onto Gushin as well.
To say he just walked in.
Spear of Moskov, no damage almost there
The
against the Esmeralda.
The wall of Berlin is gonna be not enough to stop this
Yeah,
push from SGD Omega.
No chance, no chance, actually. No chance. And actually, the Moskov is not yet reporting.
No.
No Moscow report.
No Moskov reporting.
Moskov not online.
Not online.
No, but he is dealing a lot of damage, and I'm excited to see him go online, and that's what's crazy. The next item check we do, I'm going to watch out for what Fuse building. Look at that, look at that.
Try it
Onto
out.
Kenji.
Lots of damage there.
Berserker's Fury now onto Eson. Weirdly enough.
He's pulling back the Lord.
Yeah. D, though, getting bursted down, he needs to get out of there. Oh, where is D going?
I don't know.
Excuse me?
What is D? D?
D? He's doing his best Johnson impression.
He thinks it's
Yeah.
Johnson.
Oh man, I think that was a misclick. What?
And they're going to go for the push here. I think that should
It's
be the
over.
finish. It's
This
over,
is
ladies and gentlemen. The euthanasia is completed, and that's it. That should be Cignal Ultra eliminated, and now Shiri Omega closing out the series on 2-1.
I believe this leaves SGD in the upper bracket.
Actually, I want to check it.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
yeah.
the 2-0 as well.
Yeah, I'm
The
not
upper
sure.
bracket.
I'm not sure what the numbers are going to look like for them, but
I feel.
Yeah, because 2-0 on Bren.
Yeah.
Bren got 2-0.
Frank got
Got 2-0 by
2-0.
Ownage. Yeah, so
And that's
they
their
should be.
tiebreaker, yeah.
It should be there.
All right. Okay, what was that? Your mental boom or what?
Yeah, that
Were
was,
you
that was a
thinking
mental.
something
that
else?
was my mental. I thought it was like, they should be in the lower bracket. But then, boom, Bren.
Oh yeah, but then again, it sucks that was your mental boom because I thought you thought about something in the game. Because to be honest, that game was unremarkable. I'm sorry, there was nothing there.
Yeah. I mean, D was the only fun part for that.
Oh yeah, look.
And the wall between them and him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
Romeo and Juliet, right?
Oh yes. we got that.
let's go. We saw the faces of Carl TZ and Heath.
What? What?
So many bloopers.
Yeah. Again, and D doing his best Johnson impression.
Yep.
The best Johnson
Going
impression.
around. But yeah, neither here nor there. Congratulations to SGD Omega. Very messy though.
Is there anything that we can break down from that?
From that game.
Yeah,
Well,
what do you think was the mindset with the Moscow? What could have worked for the Moscow?
the game point there is game one. That's the idea. On the Moscow now, it's just a fun thing. Same as with D. They know already. It would be ridiculous if we try to come up with something when there is really nothing. But like, again, for the whole series, let's break down the whole series.
Let's break down the
The
whole
game
series.
point there is game one. Again, just to review, guys, Cignal Ultra need a 2-0 for the series just so they can stay in the tournament. This is the punishment, of course, for the performance that was done over the regular season.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about success is easily forgotten. You know, wins are easily forgotten. It takes very little to actually trample on the things you build up to.
Yeah.
But mistakes, they piled up consistently.
Yeah, very little mistakes
They pile up.
every
They pile
week.
up.
Every
Yeah,
week.
everything.
And it sucks that right here, right now, this is where they have to, get the reckoning, consequences. And as much as we want to see Cignal Ultra in the playoffs, sad to say, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have. And you know what? After game one, the rest of it was just, was academics.
Yeah. You didn't see it, guys. But again, after game one, we just got the camera pan in, so the players was it was a very brutal side.
Downtrodden.
But like, if you see their eyes, it's more red compared to their jerseys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could not, I don't want to look them
You
in
know
the
what?
eye.
It's very hard to look. It's very distracting for the shoutcast. But Game 2 came in, they played it one. It was a victory against SGD. And Game 3, and I think, it made things a bit lighter for Cignal Ultra. We do understand how big Cignal Ultra fan base is, the fate of their fans on the team, and what they've established already since the days that they were Digital Devils.
Yeah, if there's anything that happened that we can like really digest is Game 3, we saw how SGD Omega knew and took advantage of a few not being in the game. So they said, you know what, Carrie? Was that Toshino?
Yeah.
Come join us. You're gonna get kills. Come join us.
Yeah, it's like SGD decided, the enemy is bleeding, let's just close this one. Let's just finish it. That's what I mentioned. I think, sorry for the word. It's euthanized. It's euthanized.
It is what it is.
To finish it. But again, the biggest respect there for Cignal Ultra. It's the biggest respect there for Cignal Ultra. We got our MVP first here on Toshino's side, 806. Ever so consistent. Let's just look at the face of this MVP. The young ones, ladies and gentlemen, taking over once more. And that's what makes our league beautiful as well. Right? No repeat champion. When ArkAngel got dropped earlier on. This time, another champion will fall, and that will be Cignal Ultra.
Confirmed, there's going to be a new champion this season.
Yes.
Unless Bren goes for the
The back-to-back. For the I know, not back-to-back, but 2 times.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot. I totally forgot. Yes, it's possible
Bren's
that
still
Bren
alive.
might go for a 2-time championship, Season 1 and then Season 4.
And you have to take note that Bren is playing on a lower bracket match. So just want to emphasize here, 4 seasons of MPL, or rather 3 seasons have passed, no repeat champion. We got either main Bren eSports for that one. We got the Season 2 Cignal Ultra. We got Season 3 ArkAngel, which are gone from the 3. Now, there's a good chance we have a new one here.
We have
Very
a
good chance. Very good chance.
Very good chance.
But that's neither here nor there. We're left
On the
with,
playoffs.
Yeah, we're left
We'll
to
see
wait.
them.
We're left to wait a couple weeks before we finally see
Exciting times.
the fruits of our labor.
Yeah,
And
Very
very-
labor, yeah.
Playoffs.
And the playoffs is coming up October 5 and 6
Yes.
at the SMX.
Get your tickets. They're on
Tickets
sale.
now. Tickets are now available over the page of the Mobile Legends Bangbang Philippines. Get the details on that one. There are free skins of some premium tickets here.
Yeah.
Fragments as well. So be sure to secure your tickets before they run out. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Don't want
everybody
to be
wants
stuck
to
on the
win.
There's
tickets.
two kinds. There's two kinds. There's an epic ticket and a legendary ticket.
Yes.
Always go for the legendary.
And of course, with the players, with the crowd, with everyone, we're gonna be seeing you there. We're very excited. We're gonna be very happy. We have a lot of surprise in store for you guys.
If you think this was cool, if you thought us dressing up like this was cool, you get nothing yet.
Yeah,
It's not even 1%.
this is